I don't.
Oh, cool. Is it? Okay. Costume link. Oh, okay, cool. Ah, my knee. Oh. Wop, 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 wop.
Hey guys, this is a short video.
Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba.
Love Roblox?
Yep. Fucking thing, man. Let's start this video. Let's start assuming talk out. Ba, 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 bo. Ba-da-da-da.
Hey guys, this is a short video. The last ever I Enjoyed Garfield classic. Recently, my videos, or one video, sorry, my video, the Tommy Invincible one has been used as a reaction meme, which has led a lot of people to come to the I Enjoyed Garfield account and just say that I'm a dumb fuck idiot. So I don't really want to do this anymore. I'm done with I Enjoyed Garfield. This account will not get any more videos after this.
What the fuck?
But I do have some good news. If you were a fan of the I Enjoyed Garfield kind of humor, and just a fan, I guess, of me, I don't really want to say fan, but if you enjoyed my content, and you enjoyed me, you know, not really the wrestling aspect of it, I have a new channel called Johnny Fantastic. I'm starting to do a lot of different experimental things on that channel.
So
it's a gaming channel.
one bad video and you've quit YouTube. The fuck? That's dumb.
I don't know you, but I know enough to guess with a high level of confidence that you've been angry before.
Actually, when was that video uploaded?
Hey guys.
Okay, yeah, no, he's probably serious then.
Plus, I got the Dalai Lama
fucking idiot.
watching or something. I bet there have been moments in your life where you've been fuming, extremely angry. It's natural. It's normal.
Yep.
I mean, Jiminy Christmas, earlier today, I was angry. I was driving and a spider went across my windshield. And it was a rather large spider.
Oh my God.
This puppy was set to Wumbo. And I don't have arachnophobia or anything, but I don't like them. And I certainly don't like them on my windshield. So, I pulled over, and in my cup holder had a receipt. So I thought, that'll be good enough. I'll just blast it with the receipt. And as I go to do that, it hits me with like a running back move. It hits me with like a double sidestep and then jumps on my arm. Then I fucking freak out and start like slapping my arm and screaming like a maniac. And I can't find the spider anymore. That makes me frown. It makes me angry. I'm sure there's plenty of things that have made you angry.
Oh my God.
But have you ever been so angry that you light a 1.2 million square foot warehouse on fire and will most likely spend many, many years behind bars for it and film the whole thing for Instagram? Probably not, I would say. Most likely no. But I did just hear of someone who did. And it is a fascinating story because the anger makes sense. Like the reason why this employee was angry, I think a lot of people can understand. But drastic measures like this did nothing except ruin his life.
Yeah.
Should have paid us enough to fucking live.
Dumb
You know,
shit.
we may not get paid enough to fucking live, but these bitches dirt cheap. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. All you had to do
Good luck
was
getting
pay us
another
enough
job,
to
you
fucking
moron.
live. All you had to do was pay us enough to live. There goes your inventory.
This is a Kimberly-Clark warehouse that apparently served 50 million people. It was located in California, and a disgruntled 29-year-old employee filmed these videos, posted them on Instagram of him lighting it on fire, and it completely fucking torched it. It like incinerated this whole facility. Pretty fucking stupid plan. Extremely dangerous. Could have easily killed people in the warehouse. The fire could have spread outside of the warehouse.
Could have killed himself.
It's California. California fires, like, that spreads a lot. This could have caused so much more damage, destruction, and death in this like raging inferno that he created here.
Again, thankfully, nobody was injured in that fire. No firefighters or none of the employees. They were all evacuated safely.
So, Nick, we should note you were just listening in on that news conference. That's why we couldn't go right to you. So this employee, a 29-year-old, did they say what he did there at that plant?
It's unclear exactly what he did. What we know is that they house lots of Kimberly-Clark products here. Again, this is a 1.2 million square foot warehouse here. So very large space filled with products. We know that they load the trucks up and distribute them. We don't know specifically what that man did.
I feel like we have some strong evidence to what that man did. He filmed it himself. I'm surprised it wasn't streamed on Kick. Like, this has become a very common phenomenon where people film or stream themselves committing crimes, in this case, arson. So he made it very clear what he was doing and why, the motive. He was upset with the pay, saying that all they had to do was pay him enough to fucking live, which is a very real problem, something I have yapped about for years, about how so many jobs right now in the country don't actually pay their employees a livable wage. And as things keep getting more and more expensive, it's not like the pay is being risen to try and help them, enable them to live. It is a huge problem. But the solution this guy cooked up in his noodle is not the optimal play, because now all he's going to do is land himself in jail. He's not going to be getting paid there. And on top of that, all of the workers at that warehouse, they are now out of work for who knows how long, and maybe they get canned because of it. I mean, this is a huge warehouse. This is going to take a long time to rebuild and get all that inventory and stuff back. Maybe they just start laying off employees that were working there. So now he has also ruined other people's income on top of that. So it's not exactly like the best plan that he's cooked up here, as shocking as that is to hear that arson didn't save the day. It is an issue. His anger is understandable, but this didn't do anything to solve it. It's not like that this company is all of a sudden going to have a come to Jesus moment like, oh, we didn't know that by underpaying our employees, it would make them frustrated. But now that an entire 1.2 million square foot warehouse been burnt down because of our folly, we will change our ways. We now see the light. Our third eye is open. Enlightenment. Time to raise everyone's pay. It's just not going to happen.
Do is pay us enough to live.
Chilling video posted online by the suspect appears to show the moment a massive warehouse fire was deliberately set.
All you had to do was pay us enough to live.
Investigators say the man behind the camera is 29-year-old Shamel Abdul Kareem.
He was believed to be an employee of Kimberly-Clark. However, it is confirmed that he is an employee of NFI Industries, the third-party distributor of Kimberly-Clark.
Officials say he had posted grievances online before igniting the Ontario, California warehouse on fire.
Now, I've actually seen people applauding this, saying that they need to start a GoFundMe ASAP so that way they can donate to him because he's a hero. He's standing up to capitalism. Finally, enough is enough. We need more of this across the country. That's fucking ridiculous. That's like actual dangerous, stupid brain. Like, people are saying, oh, wah, 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 crying over all this lost product from, billion-dollar corporation, that kind of thing. I don't know how people can be so, out of tune with reality. It's not even about, lost products or anything. It's about how easily people could have died in that, how it could have spread way beyond just that warehouse, and how this doesn't even really affect the company all that much. They have insurance. You know who this actually affects? Is the employees that are most likely going to be out of work here while this facility is out of commission and under maintenance, so they're going to be out income.
Yeah, he does, but
and he just threw
super dumb, bro. Hold on. Let's go to display screen instead. Here we go.
whole life away for this, and it's not going to do anything to actually help people get a livable wage from this company or anything like that. It's just reckless, dangerous, jeopardizing tons of people's lives and safety and the area around him. This could have caused a huge fucking problem. Like I said, it's California. Wildfires spread wider than Kash Patel's butt cheeks. Like, in that area, this could have easily spiraled way out of control, way beyond just that warehouse as well. Like, this is just not something anyone should be like. Anyway, there is something other people have pointed out as like a very surprising element to the fire itself, that a warehouse of this size housing this much supply, apparently this accounts for like 3% of West Coast volume for toilet paper in particular, from what I was reading. I don't know if that's like confirmed or how true that is, but it is a huge facility that houses a lot of paper product. And one thing people were noting is that the fire suppression system didn't really do a whole lot to stop this. And I was doing a bit of digging because they definitely have a fire suppression system. I don't know if they like maintain it, like maybe it was malfunctioning. From what I read, it apparently was working. But because he started multiple fires in multiple locations, it just wasn't effective at stopping the spread. So that's how it was able to get so out of control. And also, apparently the alarms were working because they were able to get the employees out. So I do feel like the systems were functioning how they were supposed to. It's just must have started a lot of fires that overwhelmed whatever system they have there.
Sure.
Or maybe they...
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we have Voltar versus TNIC and an insane Overwatch defense. I do very, very fucking good. And I've been doing really good because, I mean, hey, the Viper V3 Pro. I will stand by this. This mouse is goated. So give it a try if you guys have not. And make sure to subscribe. Thank you guys for 4,800 subs. We're on our way to 5,000. And I'll see you guys in the next video.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he's with a bunch of people. Oh, shit.
Stagglers going elsewhere. Watch cap. There's one guy on cap. One guy on cap. One guy on cap.
Not just
one dollar. Go recap. Recap now.
There's so many on them.
You got it. Beautiful capture. Beautiful
Damn.
capture. Look up.
Kicked his ass, bro. Holy shit.
Cap. They capped it. Somebody go for it.
You got this.
Yo, left side die. Fuck it.
You capture. Yo, ever shoot cap. Shoot cap.
Oh my god.
Good
shit. Left side. Good shit.
Oh my god, I am, bro. Oh my god.
Alright, now shoot the push it down. It's 3 kills.
You overextend, right?
Look down.
Alright. I'm over it. I'm out of charge, so I can't heal. I gotta shoot.
Watch cap. Another one.
I'm gonna go shoot.
Beautiful job.
Watch it.
We cleared left.
There you go. Good work. And when the push down,
oh my god.
Push up and clear right.
Alright guys, good job. So taking face. Good job. They also play the base wrong. They're all over the place.
Again, you're gonna have to heal for that. I'm out of charge.
Green, I'm cooked.
Oh, I got you. Hold on.
Thank you, bro.
Oh, shit.
Okay, maybe
this was a really bad idea.
Stupid.
Tell me.
Get him out of here.
Honestly, let's go ahead.
No. I need the raid challenge.
We're gonna phaser 2.
Relax.
Come back, run jump pad.
I cannot understand what's up.
I'm in gate early. Beautiful rotation. Good job.
Really, bro?
Inside gate, boys. Inside gate.
Sorry, Craig. I need that.
No, I just died. Never mind. I suck at this game.
Thank God,
I'm
guys.
suck at the game.
I'm on spawn. If they push in, you guys hear a beam, okay?
Push in. Yeah.
Oh, they got turned. They won it.
We got it.
No.
We got it.
They lost.
One more.
Good job.
Hell yeah.
Alright, we're gonna have to balance.
Oh my god, what is this guy doing? Why is he picking their entire team, bro?
I think they're overextending. 2 overextending bottom. Just 2.
Yo, ever rotate out of the gate. I just realized it should rotate in a second now.
Yeah, it's gonna rotate.
I think that might go hallway.
It's.
Where's Storm at? Oh, it's hallway. Come on.
Oh, I got after on that.
Honestly, we can play down one for a while. I don't really mind about getting stuff in. You cannot just sit there. You cannot just sit
I'm gonna
there.
go gate, because they have tons of men.
Yeah, I was about to say, do you not want people
when
going
you die, stream.
Yeah, I agree. Go gate, and then what's called? Someone else will get all spawn.
Can I go gate also?
Sure.
I go gate.
Hey Green, how you doing?
Alright, nice.
Hey, bud.
This is designated pocket medic.
Alright.
Like over here.
Bro, I'm just being crossfired. There's 3 in gate.
Yeah, bro. Why is it quick?
Go sit back. Don't be afraid. You gotta go.
This is a block.
Don't be afraid.
We died.
Walk it down. Good
Sit
start. Can you
still,
stop
you
behind?
bitch.
People stabs.
This guy,
Yo, there's like 3 on turn. You guys need to overextend.
Yo,
You cannot
what's
just
this
sit there and
music?
just stare, dude.
Yo.
Nice. Yo, pat up and push. Pat up and push.
I didn't get the kill.
Go. Don't be afraid.
I thought he was
Go.
That was a good flank.
Just lost that full flank. Wait, walk it down. We're clear.
Oh, they're rotating, by the way.
Yeah, everyone rotate. Just, watch me bottom, honestly. It's middle. Alright, middle positions, go.
They're already on left, by the way.
Damn.
Yeah, they're set for left as well.
Yeah,
They're
but
for left,
they're
they're
We're
set.
going left and right.
Who's doing VZ in game? And we're the Onyx main server.
Hey, you looking
We're
really
flanking the mid. We're flanking the mid. Go for
Right
the
side,
point.
shoot
Go for the point, motherfucker.
Please shoot turn.
Get battles, get it.
We
Second
lost
to bottom,
we
I
lost.
believe.
Join the game. Someone VC join the game, please. Come on. Join the game.
Oh yeah, there's no one left.
let's go.
They have 2 up left. 2 up left.
Left side, overextend. Stop sitting there letting green die. I said it 3 times. Go.
Bro.
There we go. That's
I
right.
cleared 2 off left. There's only one more.
Good job. Turn.
I'm out of charge.
I got cap.
Let's drive.
Go show pad. Where's it at? It's gate. TP up gates. Go. TP up gate now. They got turn. TP up. Don't dilly dally and try to shoot middle. Just TP up. From the outside. Where we overseeing the hallway? We go outside.
Oh fuck me.
Kill that guy.
Alright.
Wait, tell me when to flank, sir. Tell me when to flank. I'm already on the flank.
Yeah, everyone already pushing. Already pushed in. If Rizola's it, we're gonna push inside in 3.
Nice. Nice quick.
1. Pushing now. Pushing on me. Get fixed. You can't sit there and... Nice, good eats. We got some. Look,
There's
TP
3
up,
left,
and
bro,
we
3
overextend
left.
the outside. We don't go through hallway. We overextend the outside.
My apologies, sir. My apologies.
Overextend. No, don't push in. Overextend. We're gonna shoot. We need to kill reinforcements. Is what we do. Okay, now split it. That means half of us go back.
Oh, they peeked
That means half
outside.
of us go back, so the people back there don't die. 2, 1, pushing out me. Get fixed. We shouldn't be losing this. Oh my.
Make sure you heal each
He's
other
only
and
got
look
22
up,
kills,
because they're
bro. Oh my
on top
god.
of the little
7
black
kills.
part.
Overextend on
I'd
the
have like
outside.
5 kills by now.
Right
What
away.
the fuck?
If you die, just rotate. Now split now. Half of us go back. Split now.
No, I'm gonna get pissed off in a second. I keep holding back and like we don't know what's
rotating.
Just slow
No,
here.
no.
If it's not hallway, just reset. Okay, die. Everyone set your positions. Get in your positions. Watch them drop our side. They didn't reset gate, so they're playing stupid. Good job.
There's
Good
kills
fix,
still.
guys. Great job, Mixon. Good job. You should push.
You guys are about to get flanked mid.
Left side, look out. Mid. Yo, man, beam turn. They sent 2 turn. Good job.
They're pushing us out left.
No. Nice. Shoot left.
Oh, yeah,
Watch
watch
cap.
out.
Next one, right?
I'm confident if you had more help.
If
you
you're
would have
going
got
turn, you just gotta shift
Overextend
off.
left,
Get on
overextend
top.
left.
It's easy. How did I cap that? This game sucks. Nice left side. Good fix. Mid cap. Go cap.
Yeah, right side.
Bro.
He's even dead.
I have help from left.
Good tissue left. Good fix.
One more vial, one more.
Shoot.
Actually.
It's one tap on turn. It's one tap.
Wait, they have riot. What the fuck?
It's bottom. Drop bottom now. Go bottom. Let's go. Get to your positions on bottom. I'm gonna cap. Mid team. They got 3 coming turn. Right side. Look at your right side. Shoot turn. They got 10 going turn.
Lot going turn, bro.
Watch cap.
Give me a bit.
Mid over. There's one more guy. One tap. Watch turn. Right side. If they go on top, you gotta beam turn.
Took
It
the...
should be your job. I didn't call it out.
We took right.
Oh, dude, like this.
Wonderful.
Avenger.
What'd you tell us to call out again?
Turn. Yo, mid-team. You gotta shoot with the cross. Nice, good pace. Good job, mid-team. Keep shooting mid-team. Get up here for your slime. Get up here for your slime.
30% charge.
Shoot this monkey speaking us super hard.
Whoa.
Give him bananas.
Behind us.
Nice. Good slams. On middle. I'm in on bottom, so I like this.
Dropping. Dropping on us.
As long as we have turn, we don't really need left.
They got 2 more vial.
Hallway, guys. Everyone just come hallway now. Come hallway now.
Oh, fuck that. Just got notification.
Nice. We got our gate set up. Good. Shoot the pushing.
Going gate.
We cannot sit back on our side. We have to play up. We cannot sit back on our side. You have to play up. You sit back, you lose it. Show these monkeys trying to overextend.
We should have overextended before they got the.
Yo, should have pushed a turn. There's a time to go turn. There's a hallway.
That's music,
Yo,
bro.
send a couple gate.
Someone come gate with me.
Let's go.
Pumping
Yeah,
down
I'll
blatant
switch
shooters
I'll
now.
switch gate
That's
real
true.
quick.
I killed them all again.
Fish the green.
Nice mid-team. Shoot the push down. Stop going cubby. Yeah, go cubby told me to win it. Kill these kids. I retook. Good eats. Watch turn. This guy's one tap.
Oh, nice. The guy in the window was like 1.
I try to hear you.
Nice. Good pick.
No, you're good. That was good.
Retake. Yes, they're up there. Retake. Good job.
Nice.
Shoot the push. Alright, push it out.
Two more green. Two more.
We just baited each other.
I got him both.
Come on, you guys, get up there.
They like body block for each other.
Overextend. Do not sit back. I never said to sit back. Overextend. Come on. So we play the base. We play pushed up.
So I'm gonna go flank their side.
Shoot cap with the push it. They're gonna go cap. Shoot with the push it. Look how free that is. It's one more guy. We're cap. Oh wait, rotate. It's bottom. Drop bottom. I just realized it's bottom. Drop down now. Do not dilly dally. Don't play their spawn either. I want to spawn in bottom. I don't care about playing their spawn.
I'm just gonna die with
Is that guy not gonna heal him?
Yo, there's a ton about to come term. Ton about to come term.
No, he is.
Green, I'll save you. Nice. There's this little kid right here. So let's push him out so he dies early. Nice.
I'm dead, bro.
Please.
I'm dead.
No, you're not.
Great job, mid-team. Keep slamming. Hey, good eats.
We were so close to being dead,
really
bro.
don't need that many left for bottom.
Holy shit, how did he stay alive that long?
don't tell him.
He survived that long.
What the fuck?
You shoot the push.
We got fucked, twin.
Yo, pretty.
Good eats, boys. Good eats.
What's going on?
Honestly, stop it. Mid-team, stop shooting the guys on the left. Focus on people return and force mid. We're kind of trolling with that.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with
some.
Let's not go left.
We don't have enough people on left, so left isn't.
Yeah, look, left side guys can go left now.
Flank mid, Mid's dead. I'm broke cat.
Nice. That's my bad.
Focus on unit up. They got one guy up. I'm gonna take cap real quick. Shoot term. Alright, shoot cap. They got real turn. Beat them. It's free kills. Yo, do some more. Wake up. Wakey.
One in you, sugar.
Let's slam this kids. Push this kids out and slam them. Free kills. Alright, nice. Good picks.
I'm getting fucked on left.
Right side, overextend.
Oh, 3 kills, oh my god.
Now that we have right, mid-team, come. Ghost, wake up. Ghost Sparkle, wakey.
Zulu, heal me.
Vast kill cap. Beautiful capture, good job. Watch term.
Left him now. No.
I got it.
Nice.
Good beams, boys, good beams. Shoot in the push. I trolled so hard.
We lost right side.
Shoot in the push. Two on turn. One on turn. Kill turn. Boy, we're being stupid for no reason now. Don't lose composure.
I'm about to flank the hallway for you, sir. Don't worry.
Wonderful. You guys need to pad up. Stop shooting back at people off spawning.
They were like fucking us.
I know, but we're running around for no reason.
Shoot their side.
Overextend. We just made it green.
Calm down.
No, it's fine. I did that.
My goodman.
Kill the kids hallway. Shoot turns. Good. Now look at cubby. Big cubby. It's two guys cubby.
I'll do it.
I'll spawn you to push it out and stop sitting back. Good. Get up. Good. I like that. Good.
He has 1 HP.
How about cracks? Set the cracks.
Don't just sit there. Nice.
Nice, we clear so many, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, reinforce the shoot the push. Walk it on. Overextend now. Don't sit there. Overextend. Don't just sit there. Overextend.
Oh, he's so low.
Do not be afraid. I say you overextend and we're still sitting back. I don't care you're getting shot at. Just go. Everyone gets shot at. We just killed 3 people. Push.
How do they know I'm there?
Oh my god, I'm so low.
Yeah. Walk it down. Let's go. Come on, let's get up there. Nice, we got a pick. I got a cap.
It's easy to see over
We clear most cover.
Turn this one tap.
One more.
They're going to go turn. Shoot, trying to carry your one tap. Alright, it's better. If it's not gate. Oh, it's gate.
Gate.
Everyone come TP gate now. Come TP gate now. Come TP gate now. Come TP gate.
It's only two of them.
Cheer, how about green? Everyone come gate. Everyone come gate.
Let's push. 3, 2. Push him.
Clear hallway, bro.
Nice, good fix. Inside gate. Inside.
Oh yeah, it's just chaos, bro.
Hallway, come
Fucking
quick. Rotate over. If you die, I don't really care. Just come.
Don't get melted by the window.
This shit is chaotic as fuck, bro.
Please don't chill by the window. Please don't chill by the window and die. Osmon's gonna get inside gate quickly, dude. We're getting, it's a miracle.
Oh, how do I get up there, bro?
Yo, can we pick out Osmon? I'm about to.
No.
Oversending.
Shoot gets through the window. Windows one tap. Beam. They're in. Beam.
Nice.
Double key.
No broken.
Osmons, TP up and push aside. Do not shoot back. TP up and push aside. Do not shoot back. If they are shooting you, reinforce us. Get inside. I don't care about shooting back. Just get inside.
Get in. Holy fuck.
Deal each other.
Someone want to stack up? I've never actually played stacked up.
Green, you just hop on the walls and you get there like that.
Oh, you can do it so. I would have been doing it a lot more.
Lagging out. He has 2 kills.
Who's lagging out?
Damn it, Cracks, move.
He's like lagging.
Buy throws, rejoin if you can. If not, I'll just get a sub. I know you've been lagging a lot.
You need to get like a hard normal for him because he had 2 kills and he's been.
They're about to push.
Honestly, we have a hard normal VC you can join.
Oh my god, they're hard like guys. Why are we on that?
We're in. Get fix. We win that?
Yeah, we win.
Push their door. Come here. Big dig balls.
Nice.
They're all padding up waiting. They're all padding up hallway.
Get ready. Huge cost. Oh, they went the other way. Oh, team.
Fuck was that shit, bro?
It's fine. It's rotating. Good job. It's rotating. It's all.
That's like such a fake ass laugh, bro. Oh my
If you're a
god.
normal in VC, join. If you're not a normal, don't join.
I'm joining. Shoot them cross.
Yes, our goat is here.
Yeah.
It's a hallway.
Yeah. Why am I the only one at the grade?
There we go. Nice. We got security alerts. Let's go. Everyone come hallway. Hallway oversend. Security alert, play mid. Oversend means oversend. Don't sit there. Don't be afraid.
Dude, please like heal battles.
Come.
Nice. Get up there. Nice, good job.
We're playing their side. Shoot for us.
Alright, oversend peek. They're flanking.
Where's the biggest claimers out there?
Play the door.
What was that? Fuck off.
Oh, I peek because I'm silly. Oops, their leader just disconnected. Oopsie daisy. Just push. Free kills.
I think I single kill.
Nice. Yeah, one.
They're gonna pad.
Nice. Good work, boys. They're pushing their dead.
Look, Hubby.
Off their side, you go bottom immediately. Go bottom immediately. Don't dilly-dally.
I love when you say that.
Oh, excellent.
Don't dilly-dally.
Don't dilly-dally.
Yeah, right.
Get east.
Fuck.
On turn. Recap hits. Turn. Yo, they're all on top. Right side. Oh, we lost right side. I just realized. Okay, you cap. Good job. Beautiful capture.
Can I have a heal?
Terminal.
And right, they're flanking right.
Oh shit.
Ah, damn, we never got
Oh my god, I'm actually.
Hey.
Sorry.
Alright, catapult, let's go. W rotation.
Heal.
I'm getting shot to the wall.
When they push down,
You got revenge from someone, right?
I'll go gate, because they like going gate a lot.
Oh, he killed them.
Green, I'm
Shoot. Turn, get up. Let's go, boys. Dude, their leader keeps on crashing.
Wait, we have one like behind them, working.
Oversend, guys. We have the crazy setup. Oversend. Look how I'm playing.
Oh.
Fix.
Wait, they lost. Oh, I thought they lost.
Keep your aggro. Oversend. Keep your aggro. Oversend. Do not be afraid.
And battle side of the team. Do not
oversend, guys. Oversend. Don't just sit there.
Well, I am the god.
Are you dying?
Yeah,
Bro, who's fucking dying in the background, man? Oh my god.
You know, oversend. Good pickings. Kill the other guy in hallway. That's leader. He's one tap. Alright, they're about to push. Go, retake. Good job. Shoot the push.
On the left,
If you're off spawn, if you're off spawn, your gate. Off spawn's your gate. Off spawn's your gate. Off spawn's your gate. It's about to rotate. Off spawn's your gate.
We're flanking, sir.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful picks. Beautiful picks. All right, overextended flank. Overextended flank. Good turn. And then off spawn's head towards gate. If it's not gate, everyone get resets. All right, when the push to the dead. They're inside of us. 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 Inside of us. Inside of us.
Look, broke him. One broke him.
Uno boss.
Nice, dead. Nice,
I think they're inside of it.
Can we go there? Yeah, big dig, huge dig.
Wait, no, they're going Palion. They're going Palion.
Yo,
Green, you're dead, bro.
Hey, dude, like, why do they do that?
I don't know.
What? Push to the dead.
I think they have a snake.
They're overextending. If they have a snake, should be broken if they beat. They're inside. Get picks.
God damn.
I'm sorry. Somehow I feel like
okay.
I'm not gonna call anymore. I'm sorry.
I'm calling it, dude.
Bottom.
Yeah, let's go.
I got this shit, bro.
There's one drop in our side.
This is some serious.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that guy is so mad.
Oh, I agree. Holy shit.
The hell is this guy doing in our spawn? The fuck?
Why is this Chud playing in our spawn?
What's going on?
Oh my god.
Zol, who caps? Beautiful capture.
I went to 900.
This fucking
No, there's a dozen. Shoot the push. Free kills.
Oh my god.
No.
We're sitting right. Come on.
Nice. Watch turn. Alright, drop down, boys.
Hold up here.
Wait, right side. Can you shoot the kid when I go turn? I'm gonna go turn. Shoot him.
I got flanked.
We almost
they're
got
on the
mine.
side. I just realized.
Yeah, can we set up?
Trying to heal you there.
Yeah, left side team, go drop left in our spawn. We cannot win it right now if we don't have that set up.
Nah, I'm not getting left.
Their entire team's on me. Are we serious?
Step out to
Nice.
Oh, so close.
What the fuck?
They're gonna hard push in. They're hard pushed in.
Holy shit.
Get in. Stop what you don't say. Get inside.
We won it.
Good. Reinforces get in. Look, we can win it from this base as long as we don't lose.
We got this,
Come
bro.
on, body block.
Get inside.
Okay, nice.
Wait, they didn't overextend. They just gave it to us. Get inside. They didn't overextend.
They're overextending now. They're going through hallway.
What the?
How good
that's so good.
is this?
Catch her.
Oh,
I mean, sure.
They're in. Get fixed.
That side. Okay.
Half of us did not go back, but that is okay.
It's fine. You're ready to push inside in 3, 2, 1. Push it now. Get fixed. If we lose this, I'll be very surprised.
You might be surprised.
Beautiful work. Two more guys.
Oh my god.
You're sitting on our side, guys. We're just getting green.
a team, like, I hear overextend, like, I'm here, like...
Alright, it's fine, just rotate. Reset. If it's not hallway, reset.
Mid.
I got it.
Oh, you bitch.
Okay,
You went super early.
Shoot with the push.
Damn!
It's like 5 coming
What
up.
were they doing?
They're going to have
The
the
plan was 13 for the past like 5 minutes.
Look left. It's
exactly what they're doing.
Beautiful work. Just watch her. Now you terminal. Look at my ping. Kill the king.
We have 58 on him.
Good job. That one more push for turn. Shoot you guys on turn. They're all going turn. Just recap it.
You need to shoot through a barricade, man.
6 seconds, bro. Y'all have it.
Nice. Mid-team, go cap. Stop losing composure. Mid-team, please do not lose composure. Hold your positions. Right side to left side need to overextend. Size.
Yes, one cracks.
Size need to overextend. They're playing up the middle for no reason. They're being...
Damn!
Let's get cap. They're gonna go for
Good
it.
god, Christ. Holy fucking shit, man.
This is
90
all.
kills.
I got 7 kills in this one.
Okay.
Oh god. Damn, look at that shit, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. Oh my god, bro.
Don't leave the game just yet.
I'm doxed.
It's the same game. I think I can log from here. Good one, guys. Good one, guys. By the way, we had less kills than they did. Ethical kills.
Wait, didn't we have less kills than they did? Can't fucking talk.
It's okay because I out-healed.
All right, let me get names real quick and log it.
That's all that
Good one,
matters,
guys, by the way.
Ghost. God damn it. Surely we get a double log for winning, right?
Yeah, surely.
I don't think
surely this counts as a defense and defense training.
Oh, hell no.
All right, you guys are free to go.
Indeed.
Damn, that was a good game. Holy shit. Fuck on. Okay. Anyway, next.
Respond to a murder scene defined by the severe dismemberment of multiple victims.
Okay, I think I'm
Boy,
going to do that one later
do
on.
I have something wacky to share with you right now. This has to be one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen in a tournament. Full stop. It happened at a Pokemon Go regional. A player named Firestar73 came through loser's bracket and won the entire thing, becoming the Orlando regional champion, but he was too happy about it and they took it away from him. He had a small pop-off, like a little celebration, and pop-off is a word I'm using way too loosey-goosey because it doesn't really apply. He was excited, so he dropped his headset and gave a single fist pump, one pump, not even 2 or 3 pumps, one fist pump, and then shook his hand, and they deemed it excessive and unsportsmanlike, so they stripped him of the win, gave him a game loss, and thus his opponent became the champion for it.
Now on his 11th one, he is the first-time champion for himself and your 2026 Orlando champion!
Incredible series from Firestar, pulling out all the stops, all the Pokemon taking us to the decisive Game 5. Could not have asked for anything else.
That's the entire thing. That's his celebration that they thought was just out of line. They said, "You're disqualified, Buster. You were too excited. We can't have that. We're like fucking Dementors. We have to sap that shit up. So your opponent is now the champion." And by the way, they didn't even announce this during the official broadcast. It wasn't until after it was all said and done, after the dust had settled, then they made it clear to the community that Firestar73 was not the winner because of this unsportsmanlike celebration. It's unhinged. Any sane, normal human being would look at this and tell you that there was nothing excessive or unsportsmanlike about what he did. His conduct was totally acceptable. It's just wild to me how infested the upper echelon of the Pokemon brass is with the unhappiness virus. Joy is the arch enemy of Pokemon tournament organizers and like Pokemon businessmen, these suit and tie zombies that actually control Pokemon. They hate happiness, truly loathe it. And this is just a further evidence of that. Firestar73 was excited, he was happy, and he did a very light celebration. Like, I mean it. Like, that is not excessive by any stretch of the imagination.
Barely anything.
I get more animated and excited when I find an extra fucking French fry in my goddamn Miller's Alehouse order. Like, he did not go crazy or anything. When I saw the headline, I was expecting like a Hungry Box level pop-off where he just stands up, picks up the chair, throwing the chair into the audience, lights a match, and then throws like a fucking stick of dynamite or something, like fireworks display. Like, I expected something chaotic, catastrophic, where he was like piling up corpses from celebrating, just beating the shit out of people or something. Something so extreme that it would somehow warrant an automatic game loss there, which gave the opponent the tournament victory. It would have to be something extreme. Like maybe they found out that he wasn't showering using cheeky soap, and then I'd understand why they disqualified him, because that's just not good hygiene. If you're showering, you gotta be using cheeky soap. It's the best soap in the universe. But this, all he did was he dropped his headphones. He didn't even throw them. He didn't spike them. He didn't give it like a Gronk spike in the end zone. He dropped the headphones, and then he pumped his fist once before shaking his opponent's hand. That is not excessive. That is not unsportsmanlike. Jiminy Christmas, I can only imagine what these dweebs would do if they saw Hungry Box, for example, pop off. They'd have a heart attack. They would keel over and die on the spot watching someone get that excited. If this was enough for them to be like, it's a game loss. Oh my God, I'm gonna have nightmares. Oh my God, it's so much. Give it to this guy, quick, quick, quick. We have to punish him for being happy. I can only imagine if they saw like an athlete or something, like an actual athlete celebrating, you know, a big shot or a big moment in a game. These are the biggest fucking losers, man. Actual dorks. And I've seen a couple of people mention that Firestar73 got an earlier warning from one of the judges because he had like dropped his headphones earlier when he was excited. So this was them, you know, following through on their threats and punishing him for doing it again. That's still stupid. He shouldn't have, like, it shouldn't matter. He didn't do anything wrong. You can see him shaking in excitement. So he's taking his headphones off, he's shaking and drops them. He doesn't do anything like throwing them at the computer screen. He doesn't fucking rocket them at his opponent saying, you know, eat dirt, pussy, and like flicking them off or anything. He sets his headphones down. He drops them. That's not a big deal. Now, I don't know how he reacted earlier where he may have got a warning. Maybe it was more excessive then. But what he did here shouldn't have even constituted any level of like eyebrow raising in the slightest. Not even an ounce. So I just think that's a load of barnacles. There is a game theory, though, that's being cooked up that I actually do think has some real oomph to it. There is a belief that these judges maybe bet on the match. And maybe they bet on his opponent to win, because Firestar73 did come through loser's bracket. Making a loser's run is extraordinarily difficult in any tournament. And perhaps they placed a bet on his opponent to be the victor. And you know how the story unfolded? He won. Firestar73 did make the loser's bracket miracle run, squeaking out the big W here. And now the judges, they're not going to get that payday. They're out that money, but they see a way of kind of weaseling a W, snatching a victory from the jaws of defeat by DQing this guy for being too happy. Because fundamentally, that's what it is. Hey, you were too excited, so you lost, actually. He won now. So I can definitely understand this conspiracy theory here, and I do believe there's a non-zero chance that it could actually revolve around that entirely. There's enough question marks here for how this was handled to at least warrant an official investigation, I would argue. Gambling has become a core component of basically everything. Esports, sports in general, TCGs, basically anything. And prediction markets are only serving to even further blow that up and expand the scope of gambling. So I have no doubt that there probably were bets placed throughout this tournament here, because in every single tournament, in every single game or whatever competition, there are people betting on it. So there is definitely the possibility that maybe these judges were betting on Firestar73's opponent because it was kind of a safer bet. Firestar73 looked unlikely coming through losers. It's a lot harder to pull that off. So they wanted to make some easy clams, but it didn't go in their favor. And instead, they found a way to try and weasel their way out of it and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Match fixing is something that is extremely prevalent in esports in particular. So it is definitely possible that this could be the explanation for it, because I just really don't buy into this garbage that he excessively celebrated and it was unsportsmanlike, thus they had to punish him by taking away the win and giving it to his opponent. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely absurd. Now, Firestar73 has responded after this whole thing has blown up, saying, I am incredibly thankful for the support directed my way. I have a direct account of my experiences releasing soon in an interview, which I will link when it's out. For the moment, please use the support link if you disagree with the ruling as well. Love y'all. Hopefully there are enough complaints to get this ruling overturned, because it just doesn't make any sense. If it stands, then I really think Pokemon Go as a competitive scene should be curtains. I think that should just be the end of it there. The competitive integrity is completely fucking ruined, right in the shitter with this. I think it's unacceptable, and judging from the response to all of this, it seems like the community agrees as well, which is extremely nice to see. So hopefully we'll see some kind of action here as a result of what the judges ruled. I hope they actually pay attention to the future. We are really in the thick of it now. I'm 31 years old, and it's gotten me feeling geriatric. Because I still remember when an interview meant that you had the person and you were asking them questions either face to face or through email or something. You are interacting with the real human being. But that's no longer the case thanks to AI butt-fucking everything and everyone. Esquire Singapore published an AI-generated interview with McKinyu, the actor who plays Zoro in live-action One Piece, because he was too busy to attend in person and he also wasn't responding to their email questions. So they didn't want to be caught with their dick in their hand and they still wanted to publish something, so they had AI fart out an interview that wasn't real and didn't involve McKinyu in any way, shape, or form, yet had it answering as if it were him, all for the sake of those precious clicks that they didn't want to miss out on. And while they're getting dunked on now, I fully believe, whole hog believe, this will become more normal. I think more journalistic outlets will start doing shit like this. We landed a big fish, huge interview coming up with fucking Marilyn Monroe. We got a spiritual medium on the horn and we actually got her in the studio. Her ghost is here. Check out this interview, and just have AI like spit some shit out. And they'll do that for just the biggest actors on the planet and try and hope nobody recognizes it and that no one that actually represents them speaks on it. Now, in the case of the McKinyu interview here, they did say that it was AI up front, but they tried to portray it as some kind of noble, creative endeavor that they embarked on, which is so fucking disgustingly cringe. And I just have to show this to you. It is painfully pretentious. The whole thing, like everything about it, is absolutely AI. I'm very confident. So McKinyu in residence is what they call it. In an unprecedented interview for both parties, we call into the abyss to hear what comes back about the man behind One Piece's Zoro. I like that they're trying to frame it as an unprecedented interview for both parties, an experiment. But in fact, it's actually no parties involved here. They've just slopped out a fanfic. This is no different than someone just writing shit on like a Tumblr account about like a fake interview they had with a celebrity. It's not like McKinyu or anyone that represents him engaged in this interview with them. This is complete horse hockey. This is like me saying, Sabrina Carpenter and I exchanged an unprecedented display of affection because I kissed my computer screen with a picture of Sabrina Carpenter up on it. Both parties were really engaged in this emotion. It was fiery, electric even, from both of us. It's so fucking stupid. And you know what else is stupid? Bad hygiene. You can't AI away dog shit hygiene, so fix that right now. Get yourself some better soap. Go to usecheeky.com to get some of the best soap in the universe. Now here's their introduction to the idea here. Sound engulfs us, yet it's not something we notice until it's gone. In fact, the type of noises we tend to ignore are the ones that repeat. A breeze brushing against the leaves, or the drumming beat of our hearts. Soon they blend into the environment, ever present but incognito. In journalism, conversations make the story. By the way, no conversation ever took place here. A question given, an answer returned, a short chuckle, a natural snort, or a telling sigh. And what of a void? How does one relay what was not said? Oh, fucking Shakespearean. ChatGPT really outdoing itself with this one, Esquire Singapore. McKinyu's resume chimes with what we know of him. And that is the most AI statement. That is literally nothing. What the fuck does that even mean? His resume chimes with what we know of him. No shit.
That does not make any fucking
that's the whole point of a resume. It would be what he has done and what we know. It's like saying, Charles' tax documents buzz with what the IRS knows he owes. It's so silly. It's so fucking dumb. It's unbelievably stupid. And then it goes on to give a little bit of his history. Then they explain why they're doing this. We were stoked to have some FaceTime with Japanese-American actor, but his schedule prevented it. So you didn't have the FaceTime. So we opted for email correspondence. A list of inquiries were sent his way and we waited. The silence continued until it was quickly replaced by a ticking clock as deadlines loomed. See, that's somewhat honest. Hey, we wanted this interview, we didn't hear anything, and we had a deadline, so we made it all up in order to meet the deadline. We had the photo spread, but nothing directly uttered by the 29-year-old. With a driving need for a feature, we had to be inventive, harnessing our creative license. So creative. Hey, Grok, can you generate an interview with McIntyre for my dog shit publication? And then put him in a bikini. Thanks, Grok. We pulled his verbatim from previous interviews and fed them through an AI program to formulate new responses. Are these words we expect from McIntyre? Or are they just replies from an echo chamber of celebrityhood that we want to believe is from him? Profound. Really thought-provoking. And here's what this trash looks like. Esquire Singapore. How important is it to you to draw boundaries in your career? AI McKinyu. Boundaries are important, but I didn't always have them. When you're young, you want to say yes to everything. I had this anxiety that if I stop, I disappear. Well, good news. Now you don't even have to say yes to anything. They'll just do it anyway thanks to AI. You don't even have to agree to do an interview. They'll just make one up thanks to AI and put words in your mouth. So don't even worry about that anymore. Esquire then tries to dabble in like emotional questions and get emotional responses from the AI here, which is completely fucking useless. And it's always these like cliche platitudes. So like, how do you deal with disillusionment over the years? I go home, spend time with family. May sound boring, but I give my best when I'm working. So those moments help me. Disillusionment happens when you lose sight of why you started. Doing the simple things remind me that this is a job I chose and I love. It puts the hard parts in perspective. But the next one's a real doozy. Any advice on how to deal with pressure and expectations? I separate pressure from weight. Pressure is external, like people's expectations. That I can't control, but the weight of my family legacy. The goal isn't to match my father, it's to make him proud, and maybe inspire someone else to do the same. Pressure can crush you, but weight can ground you. That section is especially tasteless, and it's one a lot of people are pointing to show just how disgusting this whole thing is. So, McKinyu's father was Sonny Chiba, and he passed away. He was a legendary actor. And now, in the Esquire Singapore interview, they are shamelessly having AI start talking about his father and the family legacy, and it's really gross because you have AI McKinyu here that Esquire Singapore is put on for the interview that is now talking about his deceased father in this way. The whole interview is fucking silly, but that part is pretty out there. That's pretty degenerate shit right there. There is just no defending this. Even if you don't find it as dystopian as you should, what value is there in pretending that this is an interview with a large actor here when it's not? It's an AI-generated script of a fucking fantasy interview with this actor. It provides nothing. It's not real. It's all make-believe and based off of AI's interpretation of like previous answers he's given in other interviews, and they just Frankenstein this monster together. It is worthless. And like I said, I'm pretty confident this will become more commonplace as more publications have these deadlines where they're supposed to get interviews and, you know, exclusive access and stuff. They might get desperate and start just doing this for the sake of clicks or meeting those deadlines. It really is something that I think is going to be more often seen than not. Right now, this is the first one, but I think it's the first of many to come. Hopefully I'm wrong, though. I just don't think I am. This is going to save them a lot of money because then you don't even have to book any interviews or anything. You also don't even have to pay to get like a production set up to actually interview them. You could AI generate the video interviewing them too, and it'd be extremely cheap. And all of these publications, all of these companies only care about saving money and getting clicks, and this would still accomplish those goals. So I just see a lot of this in the future. This shit sucks. I had to yap about it. That's about it. See ya.
Alright, goodbye. Okay, no smoking with us. I need to go downstairs to get my third whip back. So,
Scout! Scout!
Well, good time. Oh, okay. I've returned. And I'm back.
Ah!
I like these animations.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh, hey!
Look at this! Now, no!
All right.
All right, yeah.
Good.
Oh. Ooh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Excellent.
Oh.
Bastard. No! Ah! Oh. Fight me! Ridiculous.
Come on.
Round one. Fight!
Promise not to bleed on my suit.
No!
Fuck.
As if I would get blood on a $3,000
Play
suit.
ball! Oh. Be seeing you. Surprise!
But
What?
What?
No, no, no. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
What the fuck?
Help!
Oh dear, I've made quite a mess.
Indeed you have.
Ah, crap! Spy! No! No!
Yeah, for fuck's sake.
Oh, hey!
I think you should fight someone much, much smaller.
Yeah!
Let
Yeah.
this be a lesson
Less than
for you.
you.
Yeah! Gotcha!
Oh my god.
Heavy.
Yes?
Thanks, Pally.
Asmongold got banned on Twitch over essentially wrongthink, which is already backfiring for Twitch, as he took to his 4 million subscriber YouTube account to explain.
I got suspended last night on Twitch. I end my stream and I get a message and it says that my account has been suspended for 7 days because of hateful conduct. I said that I didn't give a about the opinions of third worlders, and then particularly in the thing that they referenced, I was referring to illiterate goat herders from Afghanistan.
Again, the way this looks out in the public is not a United States.
The opinions of third worlders don't matter. Like, I don't care what some illiterate goat herder thinks in Afghanistan. It doesn't matter.
In the context of those people believing AI-generated videos about Iran winning the war and nuking Israel off the map. Gentlemen, I would like to confirm that I am 100% right, and you don't either. And neither do they, because if Twitch cares about their opinions, why don't they apply Afghanistan's opinions to women on Twitch? That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
As Asmon's referencing this article, explaining since 2021, they have over 70 decrees essentially erasing women from public life, banning education over 6th grade, employment, and even moving around without a man, which is just the first of many hypocrisies Twitch has, as in the world of liberal censorship, simply saying something is far worse than actually doing it. As this isn't about what he actually meant, it's about some mod hovering over the red button, patiently praying for an excuse to silence their enemy.
I'm not sorry. I'm right. I said nothing wrong, and nothing I said was against the terms of service. Beyond that, do you even imagine a world where somebody that says that they don't care about what a fat American thinks about the Middle East, can you imagine that this person ever gets suspended? Of course not.
He has some woke qualities, but he's nowhere near as woke as Francis. Francis was a socialist. This motherfucker is an American. And I think Americans are gross. Americans do not have a understanding of the world.
And so why am I getting suspended? It's more third worldist morality logic inversion that basically is being used to silence me for an entire week.
And this might have been the most recent instance of hypocrisy, but definitely wasn't the worst. Since if you're popular enough, you can drive dangerously on stream and get less of a ban than Zach. You can literally toss your cat and Twitch sits this one out, which is in line with the other high-profile animal incidents on Twitch. Not only that, but the left can call for the actual ending of politicians.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott.
Or arguably worse than Asmongold's comment.
We have endured suffering under the communist regime, and we believe that...
Okay, you, dude. I mean, seriously, you, old lady. Shut the up, you stupid fucking idiotic old lady with your stupid fucking gamer headset. Who is you harder, America or Ho Chi Minh? Suck my old lady. God damn, dude. Yo, this refugee, okay? Seriously.
As if they didn't have double standards, they wouldn't have any standards at all. But aside from putting people and pets in danger, I want the platform to permit any take, as vile as it may be, as long as it's allowed evenly. If Asmongold doesn't like foreign illiterates, people should know. If Hassan thinks Vietnamese girls that have inconvenient information on how communism works should inhale his front tail, viewers should know that's who he is. But that's the problem with selective moderation on these tech platforms. It's never going to be applied evenly, as the left knows without mass censorship, they simply couldn't exist. I had the same experience on my side livestream channel, where a video covering a riot randomly got tagged and suppressed as sexual content. There was nothing even remotely close to that, but upon appeal and
I remember I made a video, uploaded a video to TikTok years ago now, where I talked about how LGBT community that included J for journalist at the very start as a sexuality for some fucking reason, or gender, whatever, got mad at me for saying autism. I was autistic because it's not autistic, it's autic. It's AXTSUC or some fucking dumb shit. And then proceeded to post propaganda shit saying SpongeBob is sexist, fascist, and all this other shit. Dishwasher is sexist because this was her, or dish wash her, or whatever the fuck. Dish was her. Calling black people buddy and friends and shit, and being friends with them is racist because ancestral trauma. You shouldn't call them as bro, or dude, or friend. It's fucking retarded.
In review, they confirmed it indeed included it, and after reaching out to someone else in the system, they looked into it and said, oh no, it was because of curse words. But that label never got removed, and the channel's growth has never been the same since. All because some human moderator didn't like what I was doing, so decided to apply what's likely the worst label for removal. Not because I was violating the rule, but because what I believe was just making up reasons to suppress you. The same thing just happened to Asmongold, but at least he's already hedging his bets by diversifying his stream.
I mean, and here's the annoying thing, right? Is like, well, if Trump nukes Iran, which seems like that's getting more likely every day, then I'm gonna have to go live on just go live on Kick and Rumble, right? Maybe on YouTube too. I prefer just to do Kick and Rumble. If it's a copyright thing, right? It's a confusing, content creator reason. But and then we'll continue uploading videos. And if something big happens, don't worry, I'll be there, and you'll have a way to watch me, and it'll be all back to usual. But I would like to take at least a little bit of time and maybe fix a little bit of things in my life and just relax a little bit.
Now I personally hope he takes the week off, just relaxes and comes back as a Chad, Gucci'd out in a mansion just to see Hassan try to argue why when Zach does it, it's bad. But the more—
Hello, O'Shea, there is a 20-second delay. 20 seconds. 2-0. Big 2-0. If you want to talk, we might as well call me or hop in a voice chat, otherwise no one's gonna fucking hear you. Oh yeah, you're gonna be delayed as shit. Motherfucking laid.
one important aspect is how he recently started multi-streaming to Kick. Just started to get his Rumble channel afloat on top of his 4 million subscriber YouTube channel and his 1 million subscriber clips page, which every single day, every single clip gets over 1 million views. It seems loosely related, but honestly may be the main reason he got hit so hard only recently, as Asmongold in 2026 has the 6th biggest growth for right-leaning channels, but is the only one that gathers most of his audience on Twitch. And if he's slowly turning Twitch viewers to Kick viewers during the continuing trend of viewership collapse, with even streamers slowly leaving the platform, they're faced with a difficult decision of, do we continue to slowly lose viewership outside the carefully controlled bubble of Amazon, or do we cut our losses at once? All of Asmon's millions of fans immediately migrating away, just to stop the slow expansion of his influence. As his
fucking delay, is it in here, maybe? Stream settings. Oh, that's an option. Cool. Oh my god, to concurrent viewers. Oh my god, give me a like. You give me like. Okay, if you want to talk, just call me because we're not. There's too big of a delay. Because when I looked at it on my phone compared to on stream, it's like a big 20-second delay. Like, I'm still seeing myself right now. I'm looking at my phone. I'm still looking at myself on the dashboard website, or the website dashboard. You guys is insane. There we go. Fucking like 20 seconds there, it finally tabbed up, switch tab. What do you mean you don't feel very O'Shea? Like you don't feel like calling? Is that what you mean? Or being on stream, I should say. Is that what you mean?
rival Hassan can poke fun at Asmongold's punishment, but doesn't detract from the fact that even his puff piece has him looking bizarre. He can spend his time trying to explain why he looks this way.
This has shoulder pads. Like, this isn't... I've worn this before on stream.
But now, not only is the right attacking Democrats for affiliating with him, even deep left CNN is denouncing the insane things he said.
Quote, it doesn't matter if effing happened on October 7th. That doesn't change the dynamic for me. And Hassan Piker is excusing sexual violence by Hamas terrorists. And here's what Piker said about the horrors of September 11th, 2001.
America deserved 9/11, dude. I'm saying.
As Twitch's war over politics has been over, Viewers that used to like Hassan until he probably shocked his
Fair
dog
enough. No,
or was watching Big Booba Twitch streamers before realizing how pathetic it is. They suddenly have more time to give Asmongold a chance, realizing he's just a regular guy like them and nothing like what the left paints him as. And now their own pipeline has guided their escape from the left's carefully curated bubble of Twitch, Reddit, and the mainstream media, as Asmongold doubles down over his ban, emboldening everybody else to do the same.
Let me talk about, like, really how I feel about this. Do I give a about the opinions of a bunch of third worlders in regards to what my country should do? Absolutely not. I do not. You shouldn't. They shouldn't give a about what I think about their country. Because why would I take somebody's opinion that is from a hole in these countries? And by the way, these are holes. Many of these countries are holes. And don't let anybody teach you or tell you that, oh, it's America's fault. No, it's not. If Twitch thinks Afghanistan has such great opinions that should be listened to, maybe they should apply Afghanistan's opinions to women on Twitch. How about that? But they won't, because they also agree with me too. I just was the one that said it. But everybody thinks this. And I have nothing, by the way. Oh, I said illiterate. They have 37% literacy. Flip a coin, I'm right. And if you're a guy from Afghanistan, you're watching, I don't know, I'm sure we've got a number of them. We've got a lot of people that watch the show. Listen, man, I'm not talking about you, but you know that there's some idiots in your country that are morons of talking about them. And by the way, we have those same third world.
That should be better now.
We have those same, in America, being a third world.
Yeah, I am currently eating, so you're going to see my mouth moving quite a bit, and you won't be able to hear anything from me. That's because I am eating. That might have been why. That could have, that probably would have been why there, why you noticed, why you mentioned that, but you couldn't hear me.
And being a third worldist, yes, it's a geography, but it's more importantly a mindset.
As getting banned has only amplified that message. Maybe 40,000 people saw it live, but the ban had people wondering why. Rumors flied it was over showing horse parts, but
hello, hello, yippee, the Pillow Princess can hear the Emperor perfectly fine now. Very clearly, yes, let's go. I never letting that down. Never letting down the website calling you Pillow Princess. You will forever be a Pillow Princess in my eyes now, from now on. You are the Pillow Princess. You are my Pillow Princess. Oh, I am so funny.
After his YouTube explanation receiving over 1.7 million views,
1 million.
his Twitch post hitting nearly 10 million in under a day, they've only highlighted their hypocrisy, reminding everybody how insanely stupid their last 6 months have been. But all remain optimistic and not give up on them yet. Twitter becoming X almost immediately made them the de facto platform of free speech, becoming the #1 news app across the globe. It seems Asmongold is somewhat expecting his appeal to prematurely end his ban, and since Twitch invited me on the platform, knowing full well who I am, these are all signs that Amazon may start to put profits over propaganda. So if you appreciate my concise, light-order commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, subscribe to Decoy.
Oh, I dropped my
fork. For
fork.
more of my long-form live streams, check out Decaf Decoy.
No, fuck. No, I keep dropping my fork in the fucking noodles. Fuck's sake. Okay, what's this?
For those who haven't seen, a few weeks ago, there was a big debacle around Overwatch. There's been a bit of a debacle around Onron's face. And so, for those who don't know, the original debacle is that Onron, one of the new characters in Overwatch, her face in-game doesn't totally line up with what her comic/cinematic version looks like.
I'm confused.
It's more sharp. Like in-game, it's like more of a cute. I'll find a photo here in a minute. Well, all right. Okay, all right. So I was gonna show you the old one first. I have it, but it's next to the new one already, so that kind of spoils it. So first off, let's just watch. Play Overwatch tweeted this out last night. Said in season 2 we're introducing an upgraded look for Onron. She didn't fully land as the fierce or fiery and fierce sister of Wu Yang that we had hoped she would. With this update, our team focused on strengthening her overall presence. This evolution reflects both our creative intent and care we've taken to shape the hero. See her rise from the ashes when Season 2 starts on April 14th, and it's a video by Aaron. Also, gotta say, I saw a funny-ass tweet that someone quoted and took a screenshot of Aaron and was like, what the is this redesign? She looks nothing she looks nothing like the comic book, and it's just a photo of Aaron. You've seen it, by the way.
Hi. We're nearing the end of Season 1, and we're so excited by players' response to everything that was in it, including 5 new heroes.
I can hear the zest in his voice. This guy sounds like a happy man. He looks like a happy man as well.
I wanted to take a moment to share the updated version of Onron's in-game look.
Okay.
We want our heroes to feel unique, but we also want their visuals to match their personality.
I'll show you the side by side after.
We didn't quite land that when Onron.
Okay, there it is. I'll show you a better version of the side by side. But basically, they wanted to make her sharper, more fierce.
We think she could come across.
And that was the entire purpose, the entire time. That's what everyone was asking for.
There's barely a difference. They can move 2 dots, but the other 2 dots to their face.
And that her original version was too innocent and playful. Onron is confident, determined.
Yes, it's too innocent and playful, so they add 2 dots under the eyes. Boom. Mean and mugging, scary woman now. Job done. You're cooking her food forever.
Fierce and a natural born leader, and we want her visuals in game to
Okay.
Convey
I'll take my dog for a walk after finishing the food.
So we made some adjustments to her face. We focused on her eyes, eyebrows, and mouth, and we moved away from that baby face look and expression.
Did you though?
To something more sincere and more mature. And even something like a simple posture change can help on.
Oh, I didn't even realize they did the posture change. Also,
I mean, that was
thanks,
obvious.
Twitter for being useless here at the bottom. Okay, I guess it almost on the money.
Expression to something more.
Look at the posture change is actually huge. So
how was that huge?
Forward facing.
Like a simple posture change.
And they slightly turn her to the right. It actually did a huge difference.
No, fucking didn't.
Well, more like
this is the same person but with 2 dots under her eyes.
These changes turned out, and also
I would never ever in a million years, because I'm not an artist, think that just turning the I don't know, the subject, just turning it slightly would make that big of a difference.
So that she has a closer resemblance to her brother Wu Yang. We have
she's got a brother. Okay.
Coming this year, and we want
interesting.
all of them to feel true to who they are.
Posture, yes.
Going through this process has really helped the team dial in this next set of heroes. So please keep sharing your thoughts and enjoy Season 2 when it launches on April 14th.
Which is 2 days before my birthday, apparently, by the way. Dude, that week's going to be crazy. Happy birthday to me. It's going to be a good one. So, they decided to post these photos as well after to show some more of her, which, by the way, I think this should be her just straight up default animation, like when you hover over the character. What the hell is this? This
that is
fire.
pretty. Cool.
So they said, gave her more focus, look to her eyes. We raised her right eyebrow to look more confident with a smirk. Darker shading and freckles. And we defined her cheeks and jaw with a slightly wider smile and mouth. That was actually the thing I noticed the most, was I felt like the jawline looked a little different. And
no, you say yeah, it looks less chubby.
That smirk / more confident.
The dude's got has a bit of a chubby face on the left.
The pose is actually changed, like slightly rotated, and I didn't even notice that that's what it was. Like it looks so different, and I couldn't figure out why. I will say though, I think they could have went harder. I think they could have went a little harder. I think that they played it safe. Now, I don't know how much of that is because they didn't want to change it too much from the original first design, because there are people that did like the original design that did come out. There was like stuff that like came out of China apparently.
Okay, fair enough.
Like,
Thank you, Shay.
the current design.
I'm gonna have to find a
know
video
how
to
much
put
of
on.
that was-
Okay, this is boring me so. What is it? What's it? Lawn mowing. There we go. I'm gonna put on this while I go walk my dog, because I do that every single time I walk my dog. Oh look, it's me! Hey, I'm seeing me! Oh my god! Got it. Look at that hot man. Look at that. Look at that sexy man there. Like. Okay, don't put me in my screen again. I mean, it did. Oh, put on this video.
I've claimed. I've definitely claimed.
So you'll get to enjoy this while I'm walking my dog now.
What?
Because I opened the deck or opened the door and realized that's not possible, and then literally like 2 minutes later you like knocked on the door and you're like,
What?
hey, so yeah, so that's
It's not recognizing my other account for some reason.
Alright.
Oh well.
Will you believe me if I say this is somebody's backyard?
Whoa.
Well, it is. Look what I just discovered. So I was driving by the road, right? I peeked this way. Here's what I saw. I see this front yard. It's a little bit overgrown.
Looks
like
okay.
they're trying their best.
Okay, I'm gonna go
But
walk my
then
dog now.
something caught my eye.
Oh,
look at
need to
that.
get
This
changed
backyard
now.
hasn't been touched in years. I mean, it's got to be at least 4 to 5 feet tall. There's no way of walking through that thing, so we got to be careful when we're mowing. But I removed part of this gate. They had these gates because they had dogs. They unfortunately rehomed them because they did destroy the backyard. It's lumpy, bumpy in here. We got to be careful, guys.
That's
the
fucking
front
dumb.
yard, again, not too bad. The edges need to be restored. The lawn needs to be mowed. Sidewalk cleaned up. Here's a shot of the left side of the house. The neighbor has been helping them keep this maintained. Knocked on the homeowner's door. Got to know the story of what happened to the... Got to know their story a little bit. So it's a couple. They're both police officers. And she's at home raising the kids. Got video bombed by the train. Anyways, the father is out on duty and he is not working in the city. He's actually working in the city, probably like 8 to 10 hours away. So, and he doesn't come back and forth. He's stationed or something there. I don't know the correct terminology. Do know is she needs a lot of help, and it's pretty much perfect timing, right? We got this overgrown yard that she wishes she had again. They also have a back alley that needs to be mowed and trimmed. It's a little bit of a walk over there, so I'm not going to show it on video, but we'll get to that portion when we get there in the video. So hope you stay tuned to the end. We will do a thorough cleanup of this walkway too, leading up to the garage. But again, they need our help. We're going to deliver it, so let's begin working. All right, listen to me real quick. Especially if you run a small business, this is very important. Let me ask you something. How many times have you finished a long day of work, looked at your phone, and realized that you've missed calls and missed messages from potential customers? And by the time you call them back, it goes directly to voicemail, or they answer and just say they found someone else. See, that's the kind of stuff that adds up. And I get it. It's not because you're bad at business. It's just because you're busy. That's why I have partnered with Quo. Quo is a business phone system built for small businesses. Instead of everything being scattered, missed calls there, voicemails here, it puts everything into a nice, clean, organized inbox so you can see every conversation in one place and follow up much faster. It also lets you set up your business line in a way that actually sounds established and professional from day one. So when customers call, they're not just hitting a random voicemail, they're reaching a real system built for your business. So if you want to tighten up your communications and stop letting small things turn into lost jobs, you can try Quo free for 7 days using my link down below. Or simply go to quo.com/Phil. That's QUO.com/FILL. And hey, if you decide to stick around, you'll get 10% off your first 3 months. Check out that amazing system for your small business. Now let's get back to the makeover.
Okay, I have returned. Oh, I need to pee. Oh, this looks like a good video here. Ooh,
From
okay.
bars that completely shut down not long after John Taffer walked out on them.
The Gordon Ramsay of bars.
And see if it's not punk rock, then fly home, dude.
To bars that slowly declined after John Taffer refused to help.
When do you stand here and say, you know what, John, if I'm delusional, just stop talking to me.
Here's what happened to the bars John Taffer walked out on, beginning with O-Face. In Season 3, Episode 33, John Taffer went on a quest to save a bar named O-Face, which was opened in 2011 by a husband and wife, Matthew and Karen Overmeyer, who had bought the bar with their retirement funds to fulfill their lifelong dream of owning a bar.
Aww.
The bar was located at Council Bluffs, Iowa, and the unusual name O-Face came from Matthew's nickname. The bar was a great success, with the couple making up to $15,000 a month. But that success collapsed once the owners began drinking with customers instead of running the bar. Karen was always drunk and didn't manage the staff at all.
Sitting and taking their shots. That's what they do. The ownership and staff of this bar thinks it's fine to get drunk and work behind a bar.
And she blamed Matthew for everything that went wrong with the business.
You don't contribute anything to this business, and I'm the one being looked like I don't do anything. Don't just stand there like it's all my fault.
It's equally my fault.
On November 11th, 2012, a full year before Bar Rescue even arrived to film, employees at O-Face were caught serving alcohol to visibly intoxicated patrons, a direct violation of Iowa state law. A complaint was filed in August 2013, and the Iowa Alcoholic Beverages Division issued a formal sanction against the bar. With profits collapsing, debts mounting, a state sanction, and the threat of losing everything, the Overmeyers applied to Bar Rescue. And by the time John Taffer came, O-Face Bar was losing around $4,000 a month and was over $260,000 in debt. They were 3 months away from permanently closing down. John Taffer arrived with expert mixologist Russell to conduct recon, but what they found set the tone for everything that followed. The bar was in horrible shape, starting with its hideous interior. He also noticed they were using washed plastic containers for shots, which is unsafe. Even the bartender was serving flaming drinks incorrectly, which is extremely dangerous.
The bottle in his other hand, you have to place that. That's a bomb. It's a bomb in your hand.
And I was like, oh!
The evening became much more chaotic when a customer asked Matthew about the content of one of the specialty shots, but he refused to answer.
What?
I'm not gonna tell you what's in it. It's our signature shot.
I'm not taking it until I know what's in it.
Then don't take it. I'm not telling you.
When Sarissa, the server, tried to defend the customer, Amanda, the manager, blocked her out and hit her.
What was in it? Like,
she doesn't know. We don't tell her.
I don't know. What are you doing?
Hey,
stop talking.
What's going on?
Go!
Sell the shots. Don't stay back here and go sell them.
That's how the bar owner acts. Because you're
Here's a bitch.
Which led things to spiral out of control to the point where Taffer and Russell couldn't even enter the bar.
They're really beating the hell out of each other.
It's a full-blown cat fight.
Russell, let's stop this. She's hitting her. Hold on. This is your bar. Wait a second. You're the manager of this bar. How dare you disrespect that girl?
Taffer had given the couple a direct ultimatum.
Dumb
This girl
bitch.
will bury you. Fire her ass. If she's here tomorrow, I'm not.
Only to return the next day to find out that Amanda, the manager at the center of the previous night's fight and the subject of Taffer's ultimatum, was still on staff, while the victim Sarissa was fired. That was eventually forgiven because the couple fired Amanda and apologized to Sarissa. After that was resolved, the stress test that followed was a complete disaster. As drinks took too long to make.
So how long have we been open? 40 minutes. How many cocktails have we gotten out? 6 in 40 minutes.
And the pizzas looked like something from a convenience store. One bartender even used a cracked mixing glass to mix drinks for customers, putting them at risk of swallowing the broken pieces. Meanwhile, Karen spent most of the stress test hiding in her office while smoking. Frustrated by the situation, John was left with no other choice but to intervene.
Finish up your drinks and call it a night. This place is freaking closed.
Still believing a rescue was possible, he came back the following morning, only to find employees hanging out in the back office despite being told to come in early and practice. Taffer looked into Matthew's background and discovered a history of violent behavior, including assaulting a former employee.
Huh? Oh, dude. Fuck, dude.
Either you put him through a
What
window,
the
or I'm gonna
fuck?
put him through a window. I own the bar, so I prefer it was you. You don't pay me enough, man, to put him through a window. You get a $10 raise an hour.
When Taffer confronted Matthew about his despicable behavior, it only blew things out of proportion.
Your character is what's wrong.
I've aired out my differences with all these people. I've talked, I've discussed with them.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
Problem is, you guys think this is okay. You guys are a mess.
I ain't scared of John.
Disgusted by their attitude, John made a move he had never made in the entire history of bar rescue.
Oh.
I'm leaving. I am not rescuing your bar.
Oh my god.
This is the first bar rescue I ever walked out of. You blew it.
Their irresponsible actions forced John to walk out on everything O-Face Bar could have been without looking back. In a later interview,
I know he
named
looked
the
in
worst
the
bar
back.
he'd ever visited, Taffer responded without hesitation. Council
Damn.
Bluffs one was probably the worst I've ever had. The only walkout I've ever had on Bar Rescue. What happened next was anything but a recovery. The episode aired on March 23rd, 2014, and the fallout was immediate. Council Bluffs City Council voted to revoke
God, he put it to
O-Face's
Discord.
liquor license, citing acts of disorderly conduct, assault, and battery by the owner and employees as depicted on the show. The mayor
Just
responded
sitting
to
in
the
the voice
controversy,
chat.
stating,
Weirdos, bro.
I understand that this is a reality show, but the depiction of this inaccuracy has caused irreparable harm to the city. The liquor license renewal was first rejected in May 2014, and in the following month, the license was suspended for 7 days, and the bar was fined $1,000. However, Matthew attempted to fight the decision, and after filing an appeal, a judge ruled in August 2014 that O-Face could renew its liquor license. When John Taffer returned in Season 4 for a back-to-the-bar check-in, it became clear that little had improved. The
Bruh.
service was still poor, and the staff continued to ignore problematic customers. And these issues ultimately led him to declare the bar a failure once again. Then, in February 2016, the story took a far darker turn. Matthew Overmeyer was arrested and charged with second-degree intimate abuse and assault with intent to commit intimate abuse. He
What
initially
the
pleaded not guilty,
fuck?
but 8 months later, he changed his plea to guilty and was sentenced to 2 years in prison for each charge. His sentence was eventually reduced, and he served 90 days in Potawatomi County Jail and was ordered to register as an intimate offender for the remainder of his life.
Intimate
However,
offender?
the
What the
legal trouble
fuck?
didn't end there.
Sounds
In April
weird.
2017, Overmeyer was sent back to jail for failing to register as an intimate offender. To keep the bar
Bruh.
open in Matthew's absence, it became solely owned by Karen, separating the bar's reputation from his criminal status. But the problems
Obviously.
surrounding O-Face did not disappear. In March
Obviously.
2021, a shooting occurred inside the bar.
Oh.
A gunman walked in and shot a patron before fleeing on foot. The suspect has never been identified or caught to this
Did the
day.
victim at least
The bar
survive?
received a relatively low rating on Yelp, pushing the business further into the ground. By late 2024, O-Face Bar at 2400 9th Avenue in Council Bluffs has appeared to have closed permanently, 10 years after John Taffer walked out and declared it the worst bar he had ever visited,
Damn.
even though conflicting online reports make it difficult to confirm the closure with complete certainty. Whether opened or closed, O-Face Bar has become a den of criminal activity, liquor license battles, a shooting, and a footnote in reality television history, as the first bar John Taffer ever refused to save. While O-Face Bar proved that John Taffer had a line and that crossing it meant losing everything, the next bar on this list involves something Taffer found almost equally unforgivable. In 2003,
what
Terry
the
Bryant purchased the struggling bikini sports bar Extremes located in Orange, California. The bar's concept initially brought patrons in, and Bryant made around $12,000 during peak months.
That
The
would
money
fucking
created a huge
skyrocket
problem.
today, bro. Holy
Bryant
crap.
himself was unable to resist the bar atmosphere and began to focus more on drinking with customers and friends
you
rather than
fucking
actually
idiot.
running the business. He even developed a habit of buying drinks for his friends, and as a result, Extremes gradually slipped into neglect. Before long, Bryant was losing $3,000 a month. and was
Jesus.
$88,000 deep in debt. The building itself reflected this decline. Bryant could not afford to replace the broken equipment or repair the damaged foul-smelling floors, and the beer
What the
served from
fuck?
dirty taps had become undrinkable. The bar's reputation had reached the point where the public thought it was a strip club, with male
Might
customers
as well-
exhibiting vulgar behavior towards scantily
At that
dressed
point, it must have
bartenders.
been
Terry Bryant's bar
down
was
my
drowning in
ass.
debt, smelled like a sewer, and had the concept that the public mistook for a strip club, leaving him with
Yeah,
no
you just said
choice but
that.
to call John Taffer. John Taffer arrived in May 2012 with mixologist Joseph Brooke and chef Aaron McCargo. Before stepping inside, he sent in Renee Vickery, owner of a previously rescued bar called Rax, to conduct recon. Renee and her manager ordered the same drink from 2 different bartenders, and the results were wildly inconsistent. The food quality was very poor, and somehow Bryant was somewhere in the bar, drinking with patrons, while his business was deteriorating.
Oh my God.
By the time Taffer arrived, the debt had grown to $180,000.
When
Jesus.
people come into this bar, they expect you to be sober and take care of them, correct?
Yes.
How many drinks have you had?
Probably at least 10.
Do you not care? What is it?
Well, I do care. Now, you obviously care a lot too.
I do care a lot. I don't like dealing with drunks.
Okay.
Taffer addressed the structural and operational failures, installed new signage, flat screens, taps, pool tables, patio furniture, and completely overhauled the floor plan. The kitchen was rebuilt with a workable menu, and the staff
And he
received
walked
proper
out of this
training.
place, bro, after doing all that.
Most critically, Taffer gave it a new identity. Taffer renamed it Second Base Bar and Grill, a playful double meaning that worked perfectly given the bar's location near a major baseball stadium. The relaunch initially appeared to be a success. After the first rescue, sales increased by 20 to 30%. But instead of reinvesting in second base, Bryant took all the profit of the bar and put it into another bar he owned while also paying off debts.
Oh my
He did
God.
not put a single cent back into second base. The food menu Taffer created was abandoned. The uniforms were discarded in favor of the original bikinis.
Bro.
The sign Taffer installed went dark, and the rancid smell that had defined extremes returned. Then, in November 2013, something happened outside the bar that no amount of renovations could have prevented. A fatal shooting occurred in second base's parking lot, which made the bar's struggling reputation take another hit. By 2014, Bar Rescue returned for what became the show's first ever re-rescue. Taffer arrived with the same mixologist from the first visit, Joseph Brooke, along with actress and comedian Sarah Colonna for recon. When they pulled up, the sign Taffer had installed wasn't even lit, and there was no sidewalk presence. Taffer had Bryant sit in the car with him and watch what happened inside when his manager Gary was running the floor. When Taffer entered the bar himself, he quickly discovered that the smell had never left and the bar remained in revolting condition.
The floor stinks. I can smell it. That is the most disgusting I have ever freaking
What
seen.
the
Look at
fuck?
that. Oh, that's what's under this floor. Run off from that drain and run off from this. That's why your freaking bar stinks.
The following morning, Taffer had a conversation with Bryant and his staff. It got heated very quickly, and Bryant did everything but take accountability.
Admittedly, don't know me.
So you're blaming them? Because they don't know
I'm
you?
blaming you.
Huh?
You're here right now because you want your
fuck?
revenues to go up 400% again.
Well, who doesn't?
But the plan would be that some percentage of profit goes into helping the business. You suck it dry, then call me to come back a second time. When do you stand here and say, you know what,
John, if
you're right?
if I'm delusional, just stop talking to me.
Taffer eventually came up with a brilliant plan he believed would take Second Base Bar and Grill to the next level. But that plan was cut short by the one person who needed it the most.
So here's the deal. I'm going to put $100,000 into your bar, but I will only do it if you put in $30,000. That's the deal.
Taffer walked out of the bar without making any changes.
At that point, I would have just fucking taken his entire staff team and left, make a new bar.
But it won't be any good.
After the show had aired, Bryant pushed back publicly. He told the Orange County Register that Bar Rescue came to him for the second episode, not the other way around. They contacted us clearly, but customer reviews told a different story. Most complaints centered on the interior's persistent foul odor and filthy glasses. Yet, despite the criticism, the bar continued operating in the same manner. In March 2024, 9 years after the second walkout, the bar temporarily closed due to vermin issues and reopened 2 days later after it had supposedly been resolved. The bar remained operational despite the negative reviews, the shooting, national television exposure, and another decade. However, that resilience didn't last forever. Second Base Bar and Grill finally shut down for good in February 2025. Bryant was handed a working bar, a trained staff, a new brand, and a second chance at rescue on national television. But he took it all for granted. John Taffer had seen enough after the first visit, and the second visit only confirmed what the first one had already made clear. As of November 2025, a new bar named Bikini in a Bottle had already opened in the same location with better reviews. But not every failing bar owner takes the money and runs. Some don't want the money at all. They want to be right and are willing to lose everything to prove it. In Season 4, Episode 57, John Taffer journeyed to Long Beach, California to save a bar named Blacklight District. The owner, Dave Franich, was a former construction worker who bought a dive bar, formerly known as Max Steiner's, in 2012. Franich had always played in loud punk rock bands and said all the venues where he used to play had shut down. He saw the bar as an opportunity to keep the punk rock scene alive. He renamed it Blacklight District Rock and Roll Lounge and set about converting a decade-old dive bar into a punk rock palace. The asking price of $110,000 was too steep, so Franich recruited his good friend Gabe Lopez as an investor. Since then, Gabe had put in about $17,000 of his own money into the bar. Franich himself had no experience running a bar or restaurant. What he had passion for was punk rock. He invested $50,000 of his own money into building a stage, installing lights, and upgrading the sound equipment in hopes of turning the venue into a music-driven bar. But the concept failed from the start. Staff said customers walked out of the bar because the music was too loud, but Franich didn't care. He stated that if people didn't like the music, then he didn't want them in the bar. The business struggled as a result of his stubbornness. He had not made a dime in 4 years. He was losing $3,000 a month and was $160,000 in debt, with the concept failing to attract anyone outside of hardcore punk fans, debt climbing to $160,000, and a bar partner watching his investment disappear. Franich decided to call Bar Rescue for help. Taffer made an appearance with Phil Wills to help out Blacklight District. As they continued to watch the bar from the vehicle, they observed that Franich didn't really help out anyone. Taffer also read out customers' honest reviews of the bar and Franich's vile response to these reviews.
The owner, David, sent me harassing messages. So here's what he wrote back. Thanks for the 1 star and going out of your way like a lame.
Revealing how little he cared about the damage his words could cause his business. To approach the business on Franich's own terms, John brought in punk rock musician Joe Escalante, bassist of the Vandals, as a recon spy. But even Escalante found the bar indefensible.
Is there any punk bar that can fill up 365 days a year?
Not playing punk rock. No, it's just not a business. And I've been in the punk rock business most of my life.
When Taffer and Phil entered the bar, Phil discovered that they were wasting the very product that was meant to yield profit. And despite the obvious problems, Franich resisted every suggestion Taffer made and remained unapologetic about the way he was running the bar.
I'm gonna keep it punk rock, dude. And see if it's not punk rock, then fly home, dude. Get the out of our bar.
Franich's investor, Lopez, and his staff did their best to change his mind, which seemed to work for a brief moment. With Franich on board, everything began to fall into place.
I will take your failure, rip it up, and start over again.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what you got.
Get your together. I'll see you tomorrow.
But not everything went smoothly. Taffer and Phil attempted to make some changes, but Franich opposed every one of them. Hoping to understand the hostility, Taffer tried to have a direct conversation with Franich, but he made a statement that got on Taffer's last nerves.
Here's my view. You think I'm an idiot, but you're the idiot.
Go back to the airport and fly the out of here.
Good luck on your corner.
Taffer immediately ordered his crew to return to the bar and take back everything they'd installed, and walked out without completing the rescue. After the episode aired, Blacklight District was flooded with negative reviews on Yelp and Facebook, although not all the reviews are accurate, as they include a lot of angry reviews from Bar Rescue fans who didn't actually visit the bar. Franich disputed the walkout publicly and consistently, repeatedly claiming that he was the one who threw Taffer out and not the other way around. When Blacklight District closed in July 2018, Franich posted a final message to Bar Rescue fans on Facebook. If you're a Bar Rescue fan and you're here to bash on a bar that...
I thought this was... This happened already. No, shit. Oh, it must have been when I was walking my dog then. Fuck. I'm not going for too embarrassed though.
that you've never been to, then screw off. The bar supports live music of all kinds, which is a dead scene, and bars like this keep punk, ska, reggae, and metal alive. So don't believe a show that called us and put words in our mouth and then tried to charge us. This bar was going to be changed into a hipster bar with high-end drinks, and that's not us.
Sure,
Another
buddy.
post about the show was made in 2021 by the owners of Blacklight District, stating, "Stop believing reality TV shows. Blacklight District people never owed money or are having money issues. This bar was sold only because the building owner sold the land. FYI, your hero, John T., is a straight actor who doesn't give a shit about any bar, just ratings from TV bashing bars. Dave Franich was handed free renovation, trained staff, and a nationally televised relaunch in one of America's most saturated bar markets. He turned it all down because the new concept did not play punk rock. A man who has not made a single dollar in 4 years chose a music genre over a lifeline. Not long after, a bar named Supply and Demand opened in the Blacklight District's location and received excellent reviews. The irony was immediate and sharp. The space Dave Franich refused to change to preserve live music became a celebrated live music venue the moment someone else took over. Supply and Demand is now also listed as permanently closed on Yelp. The address at 2500 East Anaheim Street has now outlasted 2 bars since Taffer walked out. Blacklight District was about an owner who chose pride over survival and paid the price. Whereas the 4th bar on this list had an entirely different problem. It had an owner who mistook his staff's loyalty for a shield for his own transgressions. In Season 8, Episode 26, John Taffer went on a trip to Meridian, Idaho to rescue a bar called The Hideaway. The bar was purchased by Dwayne Fulbright in 2012 using his income from his construction work. For several years, the business was successful, which encouraged him to expand. He moved to a new location, which he personally designed and built for $1.7 million, but the expansion created a massive financial burden. The bar was so oversized that it required annual sales of $1 million per year just to break even in Meridian, Idaho. After the expansion, the Hideaway bar went from making $25,000 a month to losing $6,000 a month and was 6 months away from closing. What made things worse was that Dwayne could neither hire nor keep skilled staff, and even the ones that remained were totally overwhelmed by the demands of the oversized bar.
We've had people that show up for like an hour and then they're like, and we're done.
His girlfriend Vanessa helped manage the bar, but she had no formal training and could only do so much for the business. Dwayne had also developed a bad habit of drinking at the bar, and customers had noticed and were quite uncomfortable.
Everyone will watch. All the customers and regulars know who he is and know what he's doing. Dwayne doesn't have a very good...
After realizing that a $1.7 million bar was losing $6,000 a month, had staffing issues, and was 6 months away from closing, Dwayne Fulbright applied to Bar Rescue. When John arrived, he read out some comments of patrons about Dwayne's attitude, and they were horribly humiliating.
Sat at a table next to a very drunk person. My server was awesome, but when he asked the drunk person a question, I realized the drunk was his boss.
Wow, that's crazy.
I've never heard of anything. So
no.
The drunk owner tries to jump in and help, breaks a glass in the drink well, and stumbles back to his stool. This place is a joke.
Sounds like a joke.
Taffer then sent in local radio personality Nikki to conduct recon, and she hated every item she tasted and had numerous complaints.
Oh.
It's really sour, yeah. Actually, this is a bigger floaty. That one's even bigger than it was before.
The fuck is that?
I think I'm okay.
Was that one okay?
There's actually like a bigger floaty in that one.
Awesome.
No.
What's wrong?
It's super dry and the flavor's like something's wrong with the flavor combo.
We knew that was going to be a dry sandwich.
When Taffer came face to face with Dwayne, he told him how messed up his bar's design was without sugarcoating it.
The bar design is so horrible. You guys are sitting here. It's like
fucking hell, it took like 5 years for me to start shooting, bro.
It's right. Does that look like a bar to you? No. It's a joke. Rookie as it gets. Even a dish machine is right there so you can watch him every step of the way, right? Yeah. The layout is wrong. The kitchen, I'm staring into it. The positioning of that is wrong. The beer tap. She's got to get on a ladder to take beer out of the top one.
Taffer proceeded to set a hard condition for Dwayne, making it clear that a flop would be the end of the road.
And I'll straighten out your freaking mess, but I'm gonna carry an alcohol meter in my pocket, and I'm gonna breathalyze you every freaking day I'm here. If you fail, I take my crew and I leave, and you can have your shithole.
Damn.
Dwayne accepted, but it didn't take long before things went off the rails. The next day, Taffer returned and decided that the day must begin with a breathalyzer test, but that didn't go very well.
Taking breathalyzer tests is humiliating. If I have to take the breathalyzers, then he should too.
The staff, on the other hand, decided that it was the best time to cover for their drunk boss, not knowing they were digging him deeper into a problem that he would never come out of.
Have you guys ever heard Dwayne called the town drunk? Be honest with me. Have you ever heard that expression?
Not till last night.
That's a lie. I don't like to be lied to, and this is a lie.
Taffer gave them one last chance to be honest with him.
Does Dwayne have a drinking problem that affects the operation of this bar? Yes or no? 3, this failure's gonna be yours. 2, 1. See you guys.
Damn.
Walking out
Fucking
of the bar.
shit ass stuff, bro.
Before leaving for good, Taffer returned and gave the staff a pointed speech, calling them out for lying to his face and enabling the owner in the process.
Because my reputation is on this when I leave. And I won't have the town drunk representing the work that I've done. You lied to me, him to drink, because I know you don't, because you told my research team otherwise. You're all liars, and they're enabling your failure. You'll fall off the next bar stool, and in a few months, your destiny is made out.
In the end, John Taffer walked out of the bar without conducting a stress test, without designing a renovation, and without spending a single dollar. It was the 4th complete walkout in the show's history. The aftermath was swift and final. The bar was already listed for sale before the episode even aired on television. Reviews posted after filming were overwhelmingly negative. The most consistent complaints had nothing to do with the bar itself. Apparently, Hideaway was stationing tow trucks in its parking lot and had customers' cars towed immediately if they parked there without entering the bar. One reviewer stated that the owner is a despicable person that has no goodwill and charity, while another reviewer described the bar as disgusting and terrible. Exactly 3.5 months after the episode aired, Dwayne Fulbright posted on Facebook, "Thanks to all our wonderful customers over the years. The Hideaway has been sold. Our last day is July 30th, so come by and say goodbye.
Nah,
It's been
no
a
one's
great
gonna come
11
by and
years,
say goodbye,
but
bro.
it's time to hang up our hats and move on to retirement." According to this post, Hideaway closed because Dwayne wanted to retire and had nothing to do with the incident of the bar rescue. The property had been
You're
listed
such
on
a bad
LoopNet
lie,
at
bro.
$2,725,000.
What the fuck?
Considering that the land had been listed years earlier for around $550,000, Fulbright stood to make a substantial profit on the sale regardless of the bar's performance. The Hideaway Bar and Grill closed permanently on July 30th, 2023. The business that replaced it was a sharp contrast in every way. Red Fort Cuisine of India opened at the same address on September 18th, 2023. The restaurant had already won a Best of Southern Utah award every year since 2019 and had been named the 3rd best Indian restaurant in the entire country by far and wide. As of 2026, Red Fort Cuisine of India holds a 4.6-star rating from over
Is this the
800
people that bought out
reviewers
the
on
building?
Yelp. The building
Damn.
Dwayne Fulbright constructed with $1.7
Nice.
million, which John Taffer called the worst designed bar he'd ever seen, and also towed cars of its own potential customers, is now occupied by one of the highest rated restaurants in the area. The previous 4 bars shared one thing in common. John Taffer walked away without spending a single dollar, but the Dugout was an exception. It
bit
introduced a
chunkers.
radically different walkout, one that had never been done before in bar rescue history. In Season 5, Episode 16, John Taffer went to Chicago, Illinois to save a sinking bar named The Dugout. Ed Cressy, the
Dirty
owner,
words,
was not the bar owner by choice. He was formerly a landlord of the property
Huh?
at 950 West Addison Street in Wrigleyville, a
What?
basement-level bar located steps from Wrigley Field. When the previous owners defaulted on rent in 2011, he evicted them and took over the business himself. It was a
What?
business he never planned to have, and as the episode made clear, never fully committed to running. The bar follows the baseball season schedule, and when the season ends, the customers disappear. The Dugout was losing $30,000 to $40,000 every off-season. Inside the bar, the conditions were concerning. The restaurant had a fruit fly infestation,
Oh
and
my
Ed was
God, bro.
overburdened by the workload, leading him to drink heavily on the job. He was known for creating promotion and marketing drives that consistently failed to bring customers in, with losses as huge as $30,000 to $40,000 every off-season, and a bar that he never
Jesus.
wanted. Ed Cressy chose to involve John Taffer. Taffer brought in mixologist Phil Wills and chef Ryan Scott to conduct recon. Ed wasn't listening to anything Phil and Ryan were saying, which made Taffer walk into the restaurant, and a heated confrontation followed.
30 to 40,000. You think cleaning it might help a little?
Gets cleaned every day.
Oh. How about the fact that he's in the kitchen cooking food, never washing his hands? So he touches raw chicken, then he touches the handle of the refrigerator, then he takes the hot dog bun with your raw chicken on it. When you hear that, do you want to come back here? No.
A stress test was conducted, and Ed was given the simplest assignment, but failed woefully.
Have you guys seen Ed smile yet? No. What about you guys? So nobody has seen Ed smile.
He had obviously drunk himself to a stupor even before the test began. He had no idea of what was happening around him, and spent the entire test confused and disengaged.
We were cranking out dishes. Problem is, the food got to the window, and then that was where it stopped. Ed couldn't figure out where the hell the food's supposed to go.
Irritated by Ed's nonchalance, Taffer shut it all down.
5 years, and you can't even deliver food to a table properly. That's what I need to see, guys. Let's shut this bar down.
He had already written Ed off as a lost cause, but pressed on with changes anyway, explicitly to give the staff something to hold on to. He renamed the bar the Press Box, redecorated the space as a 1940s-era press box tribute, and built a new menu. Here's where the story becomes strange. Taffer planned a relaunch after reconstruction and didn't invite Ed Cressy to it. Ed showed up anyway and was a catastrophe in its entirety.
My God! How are you? You're drunk, aren't you? No, not at all. I can smell it from here.
Seeing the disruption unfold in real time, Taffer decided on the spot, and he made sure all the staff were on board.
There's your bar. Run it, take the signs down, change the name, do whatever you want. I'm leaving. Tell him what you want to do, guys.
I quit.
He canceled the grand reopening and walked out without relaunching the bar he had just rebuilt. But the walkout was only the beginning. Before the episode even aired, Ed had already reversed every change John Taffer had made. In an interview with the Chicago Tribune, he claimed he had to redo all the things John did wrong. He also complained that John used fake paint that looked good on camera but flaked off when the camera stopped rolling. He criticized the new menu as well, stating that the new ham sandwich from Bar Rescue bombed and he brought back the tater tots. The basement bar went back from being called the Dugout, with Cressy moving the press box concept upstairs into a closed pizzeria in the same building, keeping the name only because he didn't want to spend money on a new sign. Ed remained vocal about his experience. His most two quoted lines were, "You can't build a bar in 5 days. I don't care if you're Jesus Christ." And, "It was a complete nightmare, what he put me through." But his former employee made a post that said otherwise. She lamented, "I want to thank the Bar Rescue team for everything. I bitched a lot when I worked at the Dugout, and I feel bad for every person that had to hear about it every time they were around me. It made me miserable because I was working for this guy, doing everything I could think of to get told I'm doing one thing right, and all I ever got was negative. When Rescue came in, what it was for me was a confirmation that I wasn't crazy, stupid, or that I wasn't trying hard enough." Then came the pandemic in July 2020. A Facebook video surfaced showing patrons inside the Dugout with no masks, no social distancing, well past the 11 p.m. mandated closing time. Even one of the bar owners publicly expressed his worries about how severe the consequences of Ed's attitude could be for them.
He's going to get us all shut back down again, and then what are we going to do? We're going to all be back on unemployment or even worse.
As of March 2026, the Dugout at 950 West Addison Street is still open. However, the Dugout Sports Bar and Grill, the separate Yelp listing for the space Bar Rescue actually renovated, is listed as permanently closed. And the press box concept no longer exists under that name at either location. John Taffer built something, watched it get dismantled piece by piece, and left without saying a word about it publicly. In over 250 episodes across 9 seasons, these 5 bars represent the only times John Taffer has ever walked away from a rescue, making them the rarest category in bar rescue. Out of every failing bar he's ever visited and every desperate owner who called for help, he only drew the line 5 times. 4 out of the 5 bars are permanently closed, with 1 still open, running exactly the way John Taffer said would destroy it. Matthew Overmeyer ended up in prison. Terry Bryant let a rescued bar rot for a decade before it finally died. Dave Franich locked the door.
Okay. Give me some content to look at. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? That looks like it's AI generated. What the fuck?
It do not cost monies.
The fuck is that voice? Yeah, no, that's just fucking AI generated. There's no way. These.
The Siege of Terror saw many of the most barbaric and horrifying acts of the Horus Heresy. However, amongst all that horror, it also saw some of the greatest acts of heroism and valor, often from those least expected. One such act was the last stand of Ollie Pearce, a guardsman of the 105th Tertiary
Oh.
Grenadiers who, during the siege, was assigned to the defence of the Eternity spaceport. As the forces of the War Master surged through the spaceport's crumbling defences, Ollie held his ground beside a banner of the Emperor that he and his comrades had rallied around, a symbol of both their loyalty and their hope. However, as Ollie stood amongst the ruins, Angron, demon Primarch of the World Eaters, loomed into view. Despite overwhelming terror, Ollie held firm, blasting his weapon Old Bess and yelling "Throne of Terror" from the top of his lungs as the monstrous demon Primarch barreled down the street towards him.
Building!
Ollie Pearce died a true hero that day, but his courage lives on in Imperial mythology.
You're so quick.
Oh. Oh, was that good?
Well, hello.
Yo.
Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello.
No. The tails are very sensitive. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a funky looking one. The fuck?
This is your daily dose of dogs.
Yes, hi.
Shut up.
Hi.
You're not there, bro.
You are not starving. No, you're not. You're on a diet.
That's the shit I do to my dog all the time.
You're still full of crap. You know it. That's right.
Oh, look at the husky. Ah, scary. Ah, oh no. No. Cute. Little kitty. Oh. Yeah, damn, those tigers. Oh, that's so cute. So funny.
Кость.
Yeah.
15 сил ночью нельзя. Дай. Пути.
Stop paying for that shit. Bro looks bored and tired as fuck. Bah, bah. Hmm. The fuck is this shit?
Forge your collection of new Warhammer metal posters from Displayed. Original artwork on...
He has been called the worst content creator ever. He has been called a supervillain. He has been called the dictator of platinum. He has been called fat and bald. Our scene has seen racists,
What the fuck?
homophobes, and we'll say minor attracted individuals, and I've covered most of them on this channel, but nobody has captured Overwatch's fans' attention quite like the 30-year-old bald chud David Orr, otherwise known as Gaming for Hope. The big G4H started his content
Yeah, I
creation
think I
journey
recognize
7 years
this
ago,
name,
playing
this
mostly
guy.
Apex Legends and bouncing around between games like Fortnite, 7 Days to Die, and PUBG. Now, allegedly, he was a high-ranked Apex player, but there are about 5 chimpanzees who manage that game's rank system, so who's to say if that's valid or not? After the release of Overwatch 2, he decided to move on, focusing entirely on reaching the Overwatch League. The only problem is, he was Platinum. After all this time, in the 4 years this game has been out, he has officially reached Diamond. At this rate, he may hit champ before his 40th birthday. He started documenting his journey via short-form content, attracting a pretty good following for Overwatch for all the wrong reasons. A lot of people are bad at Overwatch, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I was sent straight from heaven to the keyboard to be a Masters Lucio player, but I at least am realistic about my skills and my future in this game. Gaming for Hope's goals are lofty, to say the least, and in 298 days of this journey, he progressed to Diamond 3 on Tank. We'll get to the end of this journey more later, but in about a year of focused grinding, that is really not a good endpoint.
Oh, that's a big minefield. Man.
I will defend him though. His message and his attitude are overall positive.
That was a bit
this
of
is
a
a
dumb
guy
move
with
to
a
do.
family who had a full-time job and by all means from the outside looking in works hard to provide for them and is pretty affable. I've watched a lot of this guy's content, both for this video and before, and the way he speaks about his goals and how he knows that they're insane, but he believes if he pushes through he can accomplish anything, I like, and I think that's a
Yeah,
good
that's
mindset
valid.
to approach life with. I
Pretty
like
valid.
his videos. I actually used to watch them on YouTube Shorts with my ex-girlfriend, and saying that out loud, I'm starting to see why she left me. The problem is, he doesn't practice what he preaches. This guy, Keeny Dude, has an entire YouTube channel dedicated to cataloging Gaming for Hope's toxicity and ranked, and it gets more views than old Dave's channel. When you search Gaming for Hope on YouTube, these videos pop up first. It's to the point that he's a bingo
Bruh.
board made for Gaming for Hope isms. And throughout all his ranked games, he blames his teammates to the extent that he forgets he is one of the players on the team.
Wait, my Juno's throwing. She's not shooting. I'm not blaming the Juno. I'm just saying, God bless America.
Some games he does play well and
She's
loses to his
throwing.
team.
I'm not
That
blaming
happens
her,
to
she's
everyone.
throwing.
But if you're blaming your team every
I'm
game,
blaming
it's
you.
time to either
I'm not
look
blaming
inward
you,
or
I'm
pick up
blaming
another
you.
hobby. I'm hearing pottery is on the rise these days. It's just so shocking
Bruh.
that he can't grasp this concept despite ignoring his own child to grind the game.
I got a point right
Hey,
now.
when you swing out, I'm watching for you.
On that eye. Yeah, there's a soldier sitting on that eye.
I'm gonna keep sights on it.
Midi corner. I hit something.
This clip actually contributed to his virality in Overwatch so much because this clip is
Bruh.
hilarious and this helped him to gather his current audience. It was around this time he released one of his content roadmap videos, marking yet another chapter in his journey. In this video, he reveals that he had previously quit one of his jobs for valid reasons to focus on content creation for a period of time, but now he's back in the working world and still pushing out videos. This guy's a busy man, but he somehow still has time to make multiple content roadmap, life as a content creator, or just general meta commentary on what it means to be a YouTuber videos every few months. Are you gonna be a
Bruh.
content creator, or are you just gonna keep LARPing as one, bro? Also, I understand that Christianity is part of your brand, and I want to expand on that later in this video. But how
Wait,
do you
what?
have quiet time with Jesus blocked on your calendar and not grinding Kovacs if you're serious about this journey? The new roadmap reflected his second attempt at reaching the OWCS, as after the end of his first series, he pursued Marvel Rivals, Overwatch's far fatter and uglier cousin. He didn't last nearly as long in Rivals, a man can only watch paint dry for so long after all, and after a brief break, he returned to terrorize Overwatch once again. Now I think it's worth mentioning because a lot of people don't know this, but Dave was actually Masters at one point on support. He switched to tank intentionally to nerf himself to save Overwatch. He was progressing too fast, but he has actually escaped metal ranks before,
Oh
so
my God.
the potential is there. And after his stint in
Oh my
Rivals,
God.
I'm sure he was renewed and ready to play his signature Zarya once again.
Oh my gosh, that's annoying.
One of the many problems with
You
this
see him in
gameplay
his
is that he
face.
refuses to switch heroes. I have watched him run down an entire game on Zarya on Dorado. His logic behind this is spread about between a lot of videos, but to summarize, he wants to learn 3 heroes really well, and he thinks that counter-swapping is cheapening that process. I've been a tank player since I was merely a boy, and hard counter-swapping on tank is a very weak thing to do, but it is a part of the game, and necessary if you actually want to win and improve sometimes. Overwatch has 13 tanks. If you can't play more than one at a decent enough level, you just aren't good at the game, and you will not be. You need to have a decent hero pool to win. That's just how things work. He also refuses to play good heroes besides Zarya because he thinks it artificially boosts his rank.
I'm not gonna play Dom while she's broken because that artificially inflates my rank, and I have no interest in doing that.
Brother, That's the whole point. At the same time,
Yeah.
though, he is open to being boosted by pro players like Derpy and Sumito on stream. I guess the point is, this guy can say the right
Fuck's
things at
sake,
least
bro.
most of the time. But what does it matter when you either don't follow through with what you say or spit in the face of your own beliefs? Look at someone like Nick830. He streams Fortnite and his entire goal is to make family-friendly content that everyone can enjoy, so he doesn't swear on his streams at all. If he cannot swear for 8 years on his Twitch streams, I'm sure Gaming for Hope could not flame his teammates for a few months. Before this though, he was earnestly trying to improve, and one day, former professional player Applied decided to review his gameplay and his content
Oh
on the
yeah, I
whole.
saw this.
This was the
I saw a
largest
part of
and I
this and then I
think
gave
most
up watching
important
it.
tip.
What he needs to
His
do
voice.
is block his wife's number, not talk to his kids for 2 years,
Yes.
and
Yes.
order DoorDash every single day. Don't shower. That's it.
I know this is a joke, but this is straight up true. When I was playing Badline Build UHC 11 hours a day in 4th grade, I got really insanely good. But as I got older, it was just not possible to commit the same time into it. Gotta make some
valid.
sacrifices though. Kids,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, family time has got to go. The real reason is because you need more time to watch more arousing Overwatch content
shut
made by Kelly GDH. So members on second tier, left wide,
Shut.
for extra
Chop.
if you want to hear your name, not
Shut.
the greatest Overwatch
Get.
player ever. So this game was rough, and Apply ultimately concluded this.
Their tank is 7-0, 2,500 damage. So as of right now, I do believe that this is his fault.
This sent the G4A's popularity and hate into the mainstream as this video absolutely blew up, and many people went down the rabbit hole, lobbing countless accusations at him. To surmise, they say that he neglects his children, hates gay people. Another one was that he was a Ku Klux Klan member alongside Kiriko,
What
and another
the
being that
fuck?
he groomed his wife. All of this prompted his long response video that has become a meme even outside of Overwatch
What the
because, I mean,
fuck?
come on bro, this is just crazy. I won't subject you to watching this whole video,
Bruh.
but basically, he was accused of being racist because he did the Nazi salute on stream, but this is just a still from something else and taken out of context.
I've done
He did
that
not
so
agree with his
many
wife.
times.
That is based on an excerpt
I'm not a
taken from an
racist.
old video
I don't
where he talked
support
about
it, it's
dating
just
someone else when his wife
joke.
would have been younger than 18.
Shit joke
but again,
on that, but still,
that was
it's
about a
a joke.
different relationship. He's opened up about this in different videos. Believe me, I know everything about this guy by now. But no, that was not grooming his wife that he has today. The other accusations are a lot more interesting in my opinion. The allegations about homophobia and the hate he gets for being a conservative Christian I think say a lot about the Overwatch community and the polarization that we and many online communities have. Look, I want to start this by saying I'm about as liberal as they come. I'm a broke Zoomer from California going to a California public school that does land
California.
acknowledgements at the beginning of every lecture and who makes videos about the gender pay gap. So bear with me
the
when I say
fuck?
that I think canceling people just for their political beliefs is not only wrong, but also unproductive. All 5 of my subscribers over the age of 25 are probably rolling their eyes, but I think a lot of people my age and younger genuinely think this way. People don't get to choose where they come from.
I mean, his
didn't choose to be
tracking's
from
better than
California
mine,
the same
so-
way Dave didn't choose to be from Missouri. He didn't choose to be born in a religious community the same way I didn't choose to be raised atheist. It's unfair to expect everyone to have the same worldview as you when they were not shaped in the same way you were. People do not exist in a vacuum, and all of us are impacted and biased by our environment and social circle. Yes, he's an adult and able to educate himself and see the fault in his thinking. And I don't think it's crazy to say that at least Gaming for Hope has done that. One thing that people criticize Dave for is his commentary on Venture's pronouns. I know, some real steaming hot drama.
What?
Originally, he did not use their preferred pronouns, but after taking the time to learn, he changed. And he says in his response video that he faced real backlash from his Christian community for that.
I want you to know, when I posted that video about Venture, I pissed off Christians that I know personally because I wouldn't outright say that I hate, and I mean this is genuine, because I wouldn't say that I hate the LGBT. I promise you, this is a real thing that happened. I was so neutral on this that I pissed off both sides of the argument.
This is really important to recognize. If you get backlash from people online, that's one
mad.
thing. But from your own community, that hurts. And this stops you from speaking your mind. But Gaming for Hope still actually does that. Look, I don't want to keep dragging on this. This is an Overwatch channel, but I need to talk about things I believe in too, because that's what actually gets me to keep making videos. One thing is for certain though, no good change is going to stem from being way too mean to a 100 viewer Twitch streamer. One of the biggest mistakes I made on this channel was when I conflated Adderall and meth in one of my older videos. That is way more harmful than most of what Gaming for Hope has done.
Fucking
Why?
what?
Because I heard that in a YouTube video when I was a kid, and I just repeated it as an adult without ever thinking about it, despite being fairly well educated. And that's a very harmful stereotype to people who use Adderall as an actual medication. How many more kids did I instill that into now that 400,000 people have seen that video? My tone in my old videos was also a problem. I was objectively way too mean, and now I don't get to take that back. They've already been seen by millions of people. My message is that Game for Hope is not perfect. You are not perfect. I sure as hell am not perfect.
I
but
mean,
the
you
difference
can
is
do a
exposure
cover of them
and
where you
desire to
correct
change.
yourself.
I get good feedback when I mean, but I don't want that to be my
What?
legacy, so I stopped. Some
Right.
people need the negative feedback, and in Dave's case, he has changed his content in small ways. You do not post online. You comment on YouTube videos or go on Twitter or do whatever you want to do. You don't get the same feedback we do because you are not a public figure. What I'm saying is you just can't expect him to go from toxic to PMA legend overnight. It takes time.
Yeah.
He needs more feedback, and we all do.
Mhm.
We can all grow from this. Just remember, especially my younger viewers, that disagreement is healthy. If I was around people who agreed with me all the time, I would kill myself. And remember, small content
Whoa.
creators see everything, especially comments. I
Whoa,
didn't stop reading
yeah.
every comment until like a month ago. He will see every mean thing,
Yeah.
and he has handled this situation with a lot more tact and humility than most people would. You don't have to agree with him. I don't, but he's not a villain. Okay, now that I've inflamed half the Overwatch community, what is Gamer for Hope up to now? Well, he's recently quit his job to pursue content creation full time, and I'm really rooting for him. He has also shaved
Yeah, I
his beard,
hope-
and that is a really tough look. He looks like he's gonna sell me an artisan burger for $30. He also donated 10% of his
He looks
income
like a
from
good guy.
content to
He
charity.
looks like a happy
and so
guy.
far, he's donated a few hundred to the American Heart Association.
Nice.
W Gaming for Hope. He has also recently been
Nice.
involved with a beef with fellow Christian streamer known by many names, but most commonly as Dr. Witnesser, the Faithful Sheriff, or Dr. Fartchud. This is
Fucking
the guy who
who?
calls kids the N-word on Fortnite, tells 9-year-old
Bro.
Muslims they are going to burn in hell for eternity, and openly admits to wanting to impregnate teenagers. This is
What the
0% exaggeration,
fuck?
by the way. You can find all these clips online. Anyways, fans asked Gamer for Hope to
The
collab with the
fuck?
Faithful Sheriff, and he said this. A few years ago, he even made a video about why Dr. Fartchud is a bad Christian influencer, and this video was a lot more predictive than I think even he thought. Anyways, Gamer for Hope continues to
Yeah.
succeed. I just want to leave him with some last words of advice from one content creator to another because I think he'll probably watch this video. A lot of his videos are about his journey as a content creator, and that's interesting to someone like me who is an utter loser and watches your videos for research. But ask yourself, does the average person care about this? Some of the best advice I've heard is that telling people about your plan is the quickest way to ruin it. Keep your plan aside and don't talk about it until it's done.
Oh.
Your content should also be able to stand independently of you, and right
Okay.
now, it's all about you. This makes it easier for people to target you for criticism and why there are clip channels dedicated to your lowlights. I like to think that people come back to my videos because of it's me writing and voicing them, but if I pass this script off to someone else, they should theoretically be able to do the same with it as I can. I know this video was a lot different than my usual stuff, but I've really been reflecting a lot recently about the kind of creator I want to be and if this is really for me anymore. I know this one wasn't funny, but this is an issue I wanted to talk about for a while, so I hope you suffer through it with me. Let me know in the comments if this video is interesting at all. I really have no idea. Subscribe.
Subscribe. Okay, this video. I'm gonna watch this video. Yeah, and then I'm gonna end stream.
Walk in the gym. It was like a hardcore gym, you know, like you've seen them where it's like dirty and dusty, and there's the big jacked up guys in the corner just going at it, you know. And so you walk in, and there's these 4 guys squatting. They've got 3 plates on, so it's 315. They're squatting. Mark goes, I've never done that before. And I'm thinking, you never squatted 315 before? He goes, yeah. He walks over, he goes, yo, you mind if I get in? And they're like, okay. No warm up. He's still in his regular jeans, you know. And I'm like, what is Mark doing? And Mark's he's stretching. He goes, yeah. And bangs out 10 military. And I go, and my jaw just hit the ground. He racks and goes, thank you guys. And all 4 of those guys did like this and went, we're done. And left. Like I said, he's not a man, he's a creature. Part ape, part alien. I mean, I've never seen anybody that strong in my life.
Fueled by the memory of his mother and a point to prove, Mark Henry showed the world why he's the Michael Jordan of lifting.
I'm in a time of mourning, and I got the current strongman talking about why is he calling himself the world's strongest man. Them bastards knew that I was the Michael Jordan of lifting. I called Vince, like, listen, I'm a little bit pissed. And he said, Mark, you don't have to prove nothing. And I'm like, I'm not happy with that. And Vince said, well, I'll let you do it. But I just want to let you know that there's no place for the second strongest man. And I was like, really? That was the beginning of the end for everybody that was in strongman.
I would assume you'd have to train somewhat for it, but apparently you don't have to if you're Mark Henry.
3 times! Mark Henry with the Apollon wheels!
You can't tell Mark he's not
Damn.
something or he can't do something.
My mother passed away 6 months ago.
You're not an
And on
esports
my
legend.
wrist, I wear my mom.
Mark was saying,
Watch him become
Mom, I'm gonna
esports
show you.
legend.
The strongest man!
Me winning and becoming the world's strongest man
Fucking
again
hell, bro.
gave me new life.
When the Iron Sheik tried to test him with his legendary Persian clubs, Mark Henry didn't just lift them, he showed he already knew the game.
I walked in and the Iron Sheik saw me. And everybody had told the Sheik, the strongest man in the world is coming. Sheik was very proud of
Oh,
his
he's great
clubs.
now.
Persian clubs is not just that they're heavy, it's they're awkward. I had trained with clubs before because my coach is a historian. So as soon as a Sheik handed me the clubs, I put them on the ground and I kicked it up with my knee to my shoulder. And he was like, oh, you know the clubs. The Sheik said that his clubs was 130. They were really 90 pounds.
Imagine being so strong that you make a 7-foot giant feel completely insignificant just by using your fingertips.
I came in the locker room one time and Mark was hunched over like this and he's pouring sweat and he just had this real concentrated look on his face. I'm like, something happened. So I set my bags down. I sat next to him. I put my arm around him. I said, you all right, man? Is everything cool? And he goes, yeah. I'm trying to tear a quarter and all I can do is bend it. And he had bent a freaking quarter with his fingers. So I just took my arm off of him, patted him on the shoulder, and said, okay, just checking on you. Went over in the corner and felt completely insignificant as a man because there's no way in hell I could ever bend a quarter. I don't think I can do it with pliers.
We were in a locker one time, and I think it was Arn Anderson had locked some stuff into a locker by mistake. And they had been trying to use crowbars to get Arn's stuff out. And barehanded, he ripped that locker off its hinges. We looked at Mark, and I said, Mark, if I've ever done anything to offend you, I apologize now. That man was legit.
He picked up nearly 500 pounds of pure giant and launched him through a table like he was a featherweight.
What was your favorite part about that run?
Big Show was 465, 470 at the time, and I picked him up to here. And then when I went to give him the world's strongest slam, and I picked him up over my head and spiked him through the table. I remember getting to the back and Kane walking up to me and going, most impressive thing I ever saw in my life. He said, I've never seen nothing like that. He was like a kid.
There's one legendary feat of strength he was capable of, but his respect for history was even stronger than his muscles.
I wanted to lift McCaskill's anchor in Halifax, Nova Scotia, but I was not allowed to do it. And the Venture Stone, out of respect for Mr. Venture, who was an African that escaped slavery and Underground Railroad and went to Canada, became a rock mason, and lifted this stone called the Venture Stone, which bears his name. I wouldn't lift it because of his lore. Came back to America, bought all his family, and took him back to Canada.
Even the world's strongest man admits there was one opponent who truly made him feel like he'd been through a war.
And Brock Lesnar, the only
this guy's fucking demon,
like
bro.
I got beat in a fight. He was the MMA champion, near my size, and very strong.
Yeah, his fucking daughter is looks just like him, bro.
That same cloth to get in there with me in a fight-like situation and come out on top. I didn't gouge Brock. I didn't try to suffocate him. I wrestled him straight up, and he beat me. Not because I was scared of him. Like, that's who I was, man, and that's who I am to this day. Physically, I'm not what I used to be. And if somebody hit me now, I'm calling the police. But back then, man, you better call the National Guard if you mess with me.
Mark was so powerful, he had to hold back in the ring just to keep from accidentally destroying his opponents.
When I was with WWE back in 2008, not now, the only guy in the WWE at that time that if I got into a fight with that I would not fight was Mark Henry. Big, strong, and quick.
Mark Henry was
and
quick,
super
very
black.
quick. Really? Here's a guy at 400 pounds slam dunk a basketball.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Whoa!
And I
What
saw
the
him run.
fuck?
I seen him doing things. He was in the ring. He dunked.
Yo.
Mark, when he wrestled,
Damn.
his biggest problem was getting over with the people. Was Mark had to hold back. He was so strong. I talked to the Big Show one time. He said Mark could be a great wrestler if he could let loose. Mark is always was afraid of hurting people. He don't know his strength. He's just one of these guys that is stronger than what he looks.
The script called for a pre-cut chain, but looks like somebody forgot something.
They wanted me to pull the chain, break the chain, and I had committed to pulling on that chain to break that lock. Jim Ellis, I should kick you in the balls. He forgot to take the master lock, but he didn't weaken it enough so I could just, pop it. So when I started pulling on it, it wouldn't go. That's why it took so long.
Mark found out the hard way that moving from the main event to the mid-card meant his bank account was taking a bigger hit than he ever did in the ring.
If you was on a tour with Taker or Steve or Rock or one of those elite Golden Circle type guys, your money went up.
Yeah.
So there was that too. So you always wanted to be on those cards with the with the main guys.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, I was on some cards with Batista and Randy when they was starting. And man, when they switched me to SmackDown, I was on that card. I was like, "What the hell happened to my check? You know, put me back on the other side. This is bullshit."
He was so dedicated to the game that even a notorious prankster like Santino Marella was terrified to cross him once he flipped the switch.
Was there anybody you didn't get to break?
Well, it's funny because some guys, like for example, Mark Henry, backstage spitting out his water, laughing. When he goes out there, he flicks that switch and he's like turning. He would not break character on TV. He is scary when he's out there. He scared the hell out of me once in Gorilla just by saying like, "Hey, just so you know, when I go out there, I'm indestructible. Protect yourself." And I was like, "Oh my god, what's about to happen?" And then he's like,
I'd not go out.
Don't do that."
Tony Atlas quickly realized that for Mark, world record weight was nothing more than a warm-up.
Jim, he never bench pressed a day in his life. Never did bench pressing. And my job was to train him because Vince wanted, he was 430 pounds. Vince wanted to get down to about 350. So they brought me in, and me and him supposed to travel together. We supposed to work out together. So I got him up every morning. And I said, "Mark," because he was an Olympic lifter. Olympic lifter, we put weights over your head. Powerlifting is bench pressing and bodybuilding. Mark didn't do that. He was an Olympic lifter. So I said, "Mark."
Oh, he was it? Oh,
bench
damn.
pressing. He said, "Okay." I put 135. I said, "Just follow me, Mark." So we go to 135. Mark Henry sitting there playing on his phone. I said, "You want to warm up, Mark?" Tony, stop messing with me. Put some weight on that. Go to 225. Mark Henry go. I go to 315. Mark, "Tony, I'm leaving if you don't put some weight on that." I put 405 pounds on that. Mark said, "Well, that's good to start with." Can you imagine?
He's a strong man.
That's the power he got. Big, and John Laurinaitis told me that's what they wanted him to do.
Black.
But it's not
It was
in
just
him.
Big
To
Black.
get one of the world's most gifted technicians through the door, Mark Henry had to stretch the truth almost as much as he stretches his opponents.
Brian Danielson's talent was undeniable. And the WWE
Damn.
wanted big people. And I was like, listen,
They
I
let
saw a
steroids in
guy
that
wrestle last night
bro.
that was good. I don't give a shit what his size is. He's one of the most entertaining guys I watch. I worked with Steve Austin, and I said, this dude is like really good. And then I lied and said, yeah, he's 6'1", about 200 pounds. But I got him in the door.
When a parked car stood between the roster and their hotel, Mark Henry didn't wait for a tow truck.
Agents running off the bus into the hotel lobby, trying to figure out whose car this belongs to. Pretty sure that was in the UK. Good guys on one bus, bad guys on the other bus. We can't get out. He's like, well, damn. Not like a Ron Simmons damn. We had a towel. They always had a towel with him. Gets off of the bus, goes and looks at this car, and then he backs up to the back fender well of the car, gets the towel, puts the towel in his hands. He grabs the back of the car. He does like a shrug, like a deadlift. He lifts it up. He takes a couple little steps and moves the car. Puts the car back down, readjusts the towel, boom, picks it up again, takes a couple of more steps,
That's the
puts the
Undertaker.
car down. The bus driver is knocking on the window, gives him the thumbs up.
Even the toughest guys in the locker room couldn't resist pushing his buttons.
When you mad, bro, it's like the best thing in the world. And he taught me how to deal with that.
Yeah.
He was like, you don't do it in the locker room. He said, because it's never going to get resolved. He's like, you got to find people when they all by themselves and nobody else is around. And you walk up and you go, hey, I don't like what's going on. And if you do it again, I'm going to find you like I did today. And ain't going to be nobody here to break us up. And I'm going to hurt you.
Damn.
A la John Bradfield, Layfield. They was on my ass. I caught him under the bleachers.
Oh.
And I said, John, the day is the last day.
Oh.
If I catch you like this again, they gonna have to bury you. And he's like, what the f wrong with you? And I said, I'm done with the jokes. Like, don't mess with me no more, because I'm gonna find you.
Oh.
And I'm gonna have my way with you.
Oh.
And he was like, you know Ron is the one that put me up to this shit. Everybody like you. They just like to see you mad. And I thought about what Owen said, and I was like, damn, they do like to see me mad. And then I went to Ron, and I said, John, Ron, why would you do that? And he's like, Mark, I mean, even you gotta admit, it's funny as hell when you get mad. I can't even put a sentence together.
Mark Henry admits there's one former
Oh
rival
my God.
he wouldn't spare a single drop of sympathy for.
Mark, do you have any good Ahmed Johnson stories?
I don't have any good Ahmed stories. They're all bad. I sat across from him at a signing in Philly, and like 3 people went to his line.
I was about to say, I felt sorry for him because nobody went and see him.
I didn't. He was a horrible human. He put
Damn.
out some bullshit lie about he got mad because I brought him a hooker that he didn't want or something.
What the
and I'm
fuck?
like, what? Like, why would I bring you somebody? Because he wants to tarnish the way people see me.
Okay.
The people that know me know
Dickhead.
I'm a good person. Sometimes I get angry and I'll act like I'm not a good person. But it's because somebody brought that out of me. So he was trying to tarnish my name and it didn't work. People like, really? Mark Henry? The one I know? Get out of here. No good stories.
When Big Show ranks the strongest wrestlers
Did he
of
just
all
say Weak
time,
Show?
No good stories.
When Big Show ranks the strongest
Motherfucker
wrestlers
just
of
said
all
Weak
time,
Show.
Mark Henry took it personally.
And he put John Cena in front of me. And I said, man, what the hell wrong with you?
That was on my show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, you know that dude ain't nowhere near as strong as me. I've been steel with my hands. Me and Big Show, I bent the steering wheel one time in the car. We were
What
driving,
the
and
fuck?
my son said something crass to my wife. And I got mad. He said, what? And bent the steering wheel.
I'm guessing this is a rental car.
Yeah.
What happens when you return the rental car?
They didn't know.
Huh?
I bent it back. I got in trouble and they sent me to Canada because I threatened to kill Shawn Michaels and the entire clique. They They hit,
Undertaker.
I thought it was them.
Nonchalant, he just said that.
Oh, I meant that shit.
I meant it.
But I found out later on it was Paul Bearer who hit my crutches. And I blamed it on Sean now because they came up to me. Hey man, they hit your crutches? What happened? And I was like, man, you too small to be talking to me.
Vince McMahon pulled a prank so infuriating that it caused Mark Henry to go on a backstage rampage.
Vince ribbed me, took me out into the ring and said I was going to have a match against Sin Cara. I'm standing there in the ring. Nobody comes out. I go to the referee. What's going on, man? They rewrapping his knee, I think. Now I'm pissed at Sin Cara. And if he came out, I was going to hurt him. I come to the back. It's a ghost town. And I just start destroying it. And I kick Vince's door open. He's gone. Start calling Vince. I was like, man, I quit. He's like, look, I apologize. I don't want you to quit. Can I show you something? He showed the footage of me in the ring, angry. He said, if you can do that in the ring, you make a lot of money. Thus, the Hall of Pain was born.
Maven stepped into the ring with a man who could toss around grown athletes like they were sacks of flour.
Mark Henry, sexual chocolate. I had
what the fuck?
Match with Mark, and let me explain the difference real quick. As big and as strong as I got, man, I had beach muscles. But then there were a few guys in the locker room who, I mean, just strong as an ox. Then I wrestled Mark Henry, man in the world. I've never been thrown like I was that night. He tossed me, threw me across the ring, safely, mind you. I knew this was going to happen. And when I landed, I bounced and my leg hit the rope on the opposite corner.
A fun moment with Mark where I was in a tag match in Cape Girardeau at what's called the Show Me Center. God bless. I learned a lot from Mark, and I hope he doesn't get mad at me for sharing
Who's
this,
that guy?
but I
recognize him.
watched Mark on the apron fall asleep as we're in the middle of bumping, and I remember watching Mark just slowly. And then he come back, and when we eventually tagged him, there was not this, we'd like to call it the hot tag, could be the most exciting 15 seconds of the night. There was not this big response, not this big reaction.
Braun Strowman was a homeless strongman with nothing but a dream until Mark Henry put his own reputation on the line to personally pave his way to superstar.
Strongman at the time, it wasn't financially feasible. I was homeless at the time, bouncing around from people's couches because I couldn't have a full-time job because I had to train so much and all this stuff. And I had become friends with Mark Henry after I won North America's Strongest Man, and then I went on to win the Arnold Classic. And Mark Henry won the very first Arnold Classic ever, and he was always there as a judge. And he saw something
something in me because when I competed in World's Strongest Man, I was more than feet, 5 foot, pick it up, set it down, and go to the back. I was out there Hulk Hogan. I was imagining Hulk Hogan when I was a kid, ripping my shirt off again, throwing it down, having 20,000 people go crazy at the Arnold Classic.
Fucking bike.
And Mark Henry saw something, and he called Vince McMahon. He said, "You need to look at this kid." And he put his name on the line, bought my plane ticket, flew me down to Florida. Mark Henry personally picked me up from the airport, took me all around, showed me a good time, was there for my tryout. I owe so much to that man.
I had prepared myself to actually retire for real. I was hurt. I was beat up for months. I told people it's over. I'm done. Can't do this no more.
Mark had texted me earlier that day, go, man, make sure you watch Raw tonight. I got an announcement. So I'm like, Mark never texts me, so I tune in.
I'm at home watching TV, crying like a damn baby. You know, I leave him this long-ass text message while he's right in the ring. You son bitch, I'm sitting here crying. I'm happy for you. You know, we got much more miles, I thought, down the road together, but if you needed to retire, I respect that.
I just wasn't going to retire.
Oh my God! I got a lot left in the tank!
He got me. Then the next text was a big capital F-U. So he got me.
I reacted just like everybody else. You son of a bitch!
If you ever meet Vince,
Oh my
more
God.
than 5 minutes, he gonna get you to do whatever he wants you to do. It's ridiculous. I left his office with a 5-year deal. I'm a wrestler. I'm a die in the
Mark
ring.
Henry make sure Michael Jordan knew exactly who he was talking to.
That would have been interesting. A Mark Henry, Michael Jordan fist fight.
It wouldn't have been interesting. That would not have been
I guess at the 96 Olympics, you ran into Michael Jordan.
Yep. Got to meet the great Michael Jordan.
Right. Didn't go too well, though.
Not at first. And the story, the way the story goes is Michael asked, who are you? Because I didn't fit in. You know, I was in an environment where it was all basketball players. And he was like, who is this big guy? And I understand that. But my mother used to say, be careful what you say, but even be more careful of how you say it. And the way that he said it to me was very disrespectful, I thought. And I checked him about it, and he apologized. Hell, he invited me to his birthday party at the All-Star game.
Hey.
And I went to his birthday party and, you know, said happy birthday and had a good time and took my ass home.
Mark Henry reveals the moment his father's tough love forged his iron will.
In those formative years, did you start running with the wrong crowd? Did you start a
Steve, I was the wrong crowd. It was like, you don't have your kids over there around them Henrys. Once I realized I was stronger than everybody and I didn't mind getting hit, I became so overly aggressive that there was a lot of people that didn't want their kids around me. My dad, he punching me. I appreciate the tough love now, but as a little kid, you don't know. You know, that's the way everybody is. My strength is an extension of how I see the world. I wanted to win. I wanted to be somebody.
Fucking hell. I'd hate to be on the wrong side of fucking Mark Henry now. Holy shit, bro. She's gonna push it. Let's see. Who's live right now? Let's see. What can I do? How long have we been live? 3 hours. Let's try to get a 4 hour stream in. Yeah, let's try to go for 4 hours. What's this? Let's go to YouTube. No, what am I saying? Let's go. I'm already on YouTube. What am I doing? What's this? This. No.
What do we got here?
Ba-boing, ba-boing, and he's bouncing at the door right where I'm sitting. Roll over. Roll over.
Wait, oh. Oh. No.
She wants her pets. Whenever I quit petting her, she threatens me.
Oh, he's such a big fluffy.
Can I get a?
No, he's such a big fluffy.
He just wants to love on me. See, this is ow. It's just too rough. Your love is just too rough.
If a siren sang "Hoist the Colors" from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Fucking AI voice, bro. Damn. Whoever she's dating is lucky as fuck. Fucking hell.
If a siren
Damn.
sang
Fucking hell. No, I've already seen half of these probably right now. The fuck? Yeah. What the fuck is the talk thing? No, fuck it. I'll watch that. As a reaction, I'm not gonna watch a reaction. I'm not gonna react to a reaction of a video. AI generated bullshit. Let me see. Is this video? Is the audio also AI generated?
Work today is broken.
Blah,
Every
blah,
day,
blah, blah,
people
blah, blah,
juggle
blah,
so
blah,
many
blah, blah,
different
blah, blah,
tools.
blah, 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 blah.
A lot of boxers are undefeated now. You see 15.
Sounds like it. Yep. How do you feeling? Jesus, that fucking. Oh my god, I've seen that. I know who that guy is as well. Yeah, like that. I forgot his name, but fucking that guy's insane. Yawn. Oh, okay. Baskerton, hell yes. The boss. Jesus, 3 of them.
Welcome to Where Fur Meets Funny. For the goofiest Belgian Malinois moments you've
Look
ever
at that
seen.
fucker in the background, bro. Oh my god. No. So cute. He wants it. He wants him off of it. Uh-oh. Oh no.
This highlights the Malinois' extreme loyalty and Velcro dog nature.
Oh, he's just gonna sit there the entire time? Oh. Oh. Yo, look at her. That's definitely a girl dog right there. That one's definitely a female.
We found our Christmas tree for next year.
Jesus. Fucking Christ, man.
These Maligators will make the robbers scared, like in Home
Shut
Alone.
up. Stop using this fucking AI voice, you prick. You're ruining the video. No. Stop laughing at the doggy.
Slowly to see. Oh, for me? For mine? Thank you so much. Good girl. Something.
You want to see Big Sister? Here she comes.
Here she comes.
Well, that door was clearly just a suggestion.
Could have just jumped over it. Oh. 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 Oh.
The fact that
My
the
dog
teddy
could
bear
not.
is next in line is pure comedy gold.
My dog couldn't be. flippy. Yo. Oh, so flippy.
That's right, come on. That's right.
Jesus. What the fuck?
Uh-oh. Good luck getting those keys back without a treat, my
Keys.
friend.
Oh no.
Please, no! No!
The Malinois. The Malinois was a sturdy, square-built burger with a short brown coat and a black face. As phones modernized,
No. No. Oh.
Proof
Oh.
that he's not a dog. He's a furry hurricane.
4-leg furry hurricane. If I was a dog, I'd be doing the same thing, man. Oh my god. No.
Watching an athlete struggle to reach a 2-inch spot on his back.
Oh. Jesus Christ, he's got an entire fucking army. Oh, she has anyway. Fuck yeah, oh, look at that. Oh no. It's a
Someone
multiple or is it
clearly
just, oh, no,
doesn't
it's just
trust
one.
your navigation skills.
Jesus Christ, man. Oh shit, my phone won't die. Oh.
Quand on fait un massage à son doudou.
Oh, he's loving that. Oh, she. They don't living it.
This isn't a shopping trip. It's a high-speed pursuit of fun.
Oh no. Oh, you fucker.
what's with us?
Oh.
Yesterday that this is the politest puppy ever. This is what really living with a Malinois puppy looks like. This was clean 20 minutes ago. Are you polite? Someone said you're polite.
Oh no.
What's on your head, buddy? You need to go see a doctor.
Shut the fuck up. Stop ruining the videos. I hate fucking channels that do that shit. Ruining the fucking content all the time, bro. No.
Looks like he found a structural support beam for the house.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's pause. Okay. Lay down.
Yo, just lying down. Oh. No. No.
She's holding that water hostage until she has a target.
Cheeky fuck.
53 degrees today, 52 in Lake Ontario. Maybe some outbreaks in the cloud cover, at least this morning, especially magnified here. Otherwise, spotty showers, most of the hills and
Whoa. What the fuck? Oh,
this rate,
he did.
he'll know every spot by the end of the week.
Oh my god. No.
So this little girl didn't really ask my permission for my vicious Belgian Malinois. She just went up to the truck and started kissing him, and he started kissing her back.
Oh, the leg. The ball leg. Yo. Aww.
It's like trying to do taxes in the middle of a mosh pit.
¿Sentados? El padre. ¿Sentado? Siéntate. Sentado. Eso.
Trained for the
Zero
force, but
damage,
he
bro.
wasn't trained for the Orange Cat special.
Little fucking shit. Cats are so evil, bro. Who you looking at?
I was promised a high-speed chase, not a carry-on experience.
Shut the fuck up. Stop ruining the fucking video. Stop blowing shit out. Let your shit be blowing out.
Sí. Quieta. 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 Quieta.
Meow. The fuck?
Hiding a ball from a Malinois is like trying to hide the sun.
Oh. No.
That's the Malinois life for you. If you enjoyed the madness, like and subscribe for more. See you soon.
Okay. Yo, okay.
What is your secret?
That's Boss Rutan, a
Boss-
legendary fighter who went from a bullied kid to world champion.
Damn. Damn.
Today, Boss
Oh, fuck
reveals
that. I'm
the
watching this
exact-
now. Fuck this.
Some
I'm
people
watching
just
this.
don't
I wanna
get
watch
it.
this shit.
That
This
Squarespace
shit
isn't
weird.
just for websites. You can get a domain from Squarespace.
When it comes to professional fighters notorious for street fighting, there's one man that stands head and shoulders above the rest. Boss Rutan.
He was just blasting
Ugh,
kicks,
stretch.
fucking people's legs up.
Yeah.
He was fucking people up.
He is the former UFC heavyweight champion, creator of numerous street fight DVDs, and literally
Oh.
has a section about his battles outside of the cage on his Wikipedia. There's one pro fighter not to mess around with. It's Rutan.
Oh.
Yet, whether it's a group of club bouncers, an American football player, or even 3 Navy SEAls, some people try to press themselves against him,
What?
and every time it ends horribly. So these are the times when strangers thought they could fight Boss Rutan.
I need to go pee. I'm gonna go pee now.
Usually when it comes to
Fucking
street
hell.
fights, size, weight, and aggression are the most important factors. At least that's what former Chicago Bears linebacker Brian Urlacher thought when Boss Rutan accidentally stepped on his foot at a charity event many years ago.
At the after party, and there was a band playing. The band loved me. They say, "Hey, we got Boss Rutan here, so jump on stage." So I'm singing with the band. The drummer says, "Hey, you play drums? You want to play the drums?" I play the drums, and I jump off stage, and I'm walking around, and I step on his toes. Kid you not. So while I step on his toes, and you know how it goes, you step in, but you don't really step on somebody's toes, and he's pushing me. I said, "Listen, man, I'm really sorry. I didn't know the guy. I mean, this big guy." And I said, "I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about it." He says, "No, I don't need your sorry."
And at 6'4", 260 odd pounds with an athletic background, Urlacher likely presumed he could intimidate Boss Rutan with ease. But behind all of Rutan's smiles, jokes, and pranks, he's an absolute savage, Throughout the 1990s, Boss was arguably the most feared striker in mixed martial arts, so despite apologizing and even offering to buy Urlacher a beer, the former NFL player continued to push the drama.
I stepped on his toes. Come on, relax, dude. And I wanted to give him a beer, and he kept going, kept going. I said, okay, listen, normally I would have knocked you out already, dude. I mean, we're at a fundraiser right now. Now you got to shut up.
And then, Urlacher made the critical mistake, asking Rutten to take things outside.
Drinking a bud or whatever. I said, listen, you want a beer or something? I don't need your beer. I said, listen, normally 3 strikes is out. Please, you got to stop now, man. So I walk away. I mean, it's a charity event. So he says, you want to take it outside?
Oh, boy.
So my friends and I start laughing, and I say, which was not the reaction he expected, I guess. And I said, yes.
At Urlacher's size, I very much doubt anyone had ever chuckled in his face at the prospect of fighting him, but he clearly had no idea who Boss Rutten was.
And he was like an intelligent animal, was the way I was described.
Well, they're waiting to take you down, and it's never going to happen.
Because he was so aggressive. Boss was so aggressive. He had that like Holland style with like vicious power, and he was just waylaying people.
Thankfully for the NFL player, someone explained to him that he was trying to fight a pioneer of MMA capable of taking him out in seconds. Most people doubt that Urlacher would have had the same response if it was just some random guy, but in the end, he apologized profusely to Boss.
I think they explained to him who I was, and he came to me and he apologized.
Had Urlacher's ego led him to stepping outside with Boss, it would have been one of the biggest mistakes of his entire life. And while that guy wisely backed down from Boss Rutten, here's a time where numerous people stood their ground. The story began in Tokyo, Japan, presumably during Boss's prime, as this is where a good number of his fights in the 90s took place. It involved 3 guys claiming to be Navy SEALs, using their size to intimidate Japanese people at a bar.
Claiming that they were Navy SEALs. They had Navy SEALs tattooed on their bodies, but they were Navy SEAls. 100% guaranteed they're not, because I trained the SEAls, and they're not guys like that. Trust me. So and they came in, and what happened was I was standing, and I see these. There's a long. It's called Motown. Is the bar it's called in Roppongi in Tokyo, and there's a long bar, and I see so many people flying left and right. They go, what's going on? And I'm looking, and these 3 guys came, and they pushed all these little Japanese people to the side.
And then they made the grave mistake. They pushed Boss to the side like he wasn't even there.
And sure enough, they pushed me as well. And say, hey guys, come on, man. What are you guys doing? And right away, they surrounded me. And you want to go, man? You want to go? You want to go? Bring it outside?
Oh, no.
Worse,
Oh, no,
Boss
no.
wasn't alone. With him was UFC tournament winner and former Pancrase champion Guy Mezger.
Oh my god.
UFC, WEC, and Strikeforce champion Frank
Oh,
and
fuck.
a bunch of other fighters. But even in such
Oh,
formidable
fucking
company, Boss was the one you wouldn't want to have a street fight with.
Yeah, no.
Guy Mezger warned these so-called Navy SEAls.
He says, we're all professional fighters. Oh, I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap. He says, yeah, I know. I understand that. But from all of us, that's the worst guy to pick a fight with. You shouldn't do this right now. And the guy goes, oh, so you want to go outside? I said, cool. Who do you want to fight? I said, I'll fight all 3 of you.
Even with all that backup, Boss happily agreed to fight all 3 of them just by himself, which should have been the sign that they were messing with the wrong person. But with that extra confidence, delusion, and arrogance that only alcohol gives you, the 3 guys stepped outside the bar ready to duke it out. Little did they know, they were about to fight one of the greatest fighters in the world at the time. Despite being 3-on-1, they were no match whatsoever.
We're walking outside. 2 of them got dropped instantly. I go,
now just 1-on-1,
Fucking him,
Boss decided to play with his food.
Then I told the guys, I say, you know what? I'm not going to knock him out. I'm going to submit him. You know, I didn't want to do favors.
You cunt.
So I remember I got him in an armbar first. He taps. He says he wants to quit. I let him go, and right away he attacks me again.
Whatever submission it was, Rutten was enjoying himself, but with the guy continually tapping out, only to attack him, he decided to choke him unconscious. And to somehow make matters worse, they publicly humiliated the last guy just to teach him a lesson that he isn't as tough as he thinks.
Everybody goes, boss, just choke him out. I go, okay. And so I choke him out. We laid him on the ground. I believe we pulled his pants down, and we were just waiting for him to wake up. That's what I believe we did at the time. And of course, he got very embarrassed when he woke up.
When Boss goes up against untrained fighters, that's always going to be the outcome. But this next story didn't just involve a fellow UFC fighter, but also the Ukrainian mafia. It was 1996, and Boss Rutten, alongside a bunch of fighters, headed to Ukraine for an MMA event. Boss wasn't fighting, but instead was invited out as a commentator. Although when he got to the airport, something wasn't right.
I give him my passport, and the guy goes, invitation. So, excuse me. He goes, invitation. I go, oh, relax, dude. Then he goes, pop. He puts it on the desk, and I go, oh yeah, they sent it to me. He says, but nobody told me to bring it. He goes, whoop. I get caught. Handcuffs on. Throw in the room.
I go, okay, and I'm standing in a room by myself, and 30 seconds later, very fast, some guy comes in, takes me with him, making pictures of me.
Yeah.
Making pictures, then they uncuffed me, fingerprints. I'm doing the fingerprints, and then they said $35. And he go, $35 for what? He says, for the pictures.
Back in the 1990s, perhaps this was
Huh?
just a scam that crooked airport officials would pull on unsuspecting tourists, but for some reason, a leader of the Ukrainian mafia decided to rescue Boss from the situation.
Guy yelling, and there's a little guy walking in with a limp on a cane. And he looked like Joe Pesci. I'm going to show you a picture because I have a picture with him. Like I said, I don't want to show it on camera because he's a mafia.
Yeah,
mafioso.
valid.
And he's with two giant security guys. And he goes to these guards and he gives everybody $100. $100. He yells at one guy. He runs away. He comes back with my luggage. We just walk out.
They jumped in the guy's Cadillac, and according to Boss, drove for 2 hours without anyone saying a single word. And with his history for occasionally crossing the line, Boss actually feared for his life.
I don't know where we're going. I didn't know it was a 2-hour drive, and nobody says a word. And I'm sitting in and my wife has been telling me a long time. She said, one of these days, they're going to kill you. I mean, you're crazy. You're doing way too much crazy stuff. And these people, some people cannot handle it. And I'm sitting there. Oh, shit. You know, now,
This is the drive.
This is the
It
drive.
is a day.
But instead, it was the total opposite. The Ukrainian mafioso took him to a venue he owned that was part restaurant, part nightclub, and part strip club. And being in Eastern Europe, the vodka was flowing.
And I'm getting drunk with these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm freaking shooting big glasses of vodka, which that was too much for me. And I'm on the dance. I'm pole dancing. Security guards come. One guy wants to come with, I need to come with him, and he showed his MP5.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed the barrel and slapped him in the face. You know, this whole thing. And then they finally come with another guy. They take me away. Joe Pesci showed up again. Nope. He's with us. He goes, oh, sorry.
After escaping a gun being pointed at him and security guards trying to escort him out, you'd think that would be the end of the drama for the night. But former UFC fighter Paul Valerans was also at the club. And all crazed up on Ukrainian vodka, Valerans bear-hugged Rutin from behind and weirdly bit his back. And bear in mind, Paul Valerans is a pro fighter, 6'8" and over 300 pounds.
6'8"?
Big guy, he's attacking me from the back and he's biting. He bit through my skin. You know, later on we saw there was a hole. I said, Paul, you're hurting me. You got to stop, dude. I'm going to freaking throw you. And in front of me, there is like a mirror against the wall, which I thought was a mirror. So I go, screw it. So I figure for his arm, like, and I make a sidestep and I throw him against the wall. Well, it was one of those see-through mirrors on one side, you know, security was sitting behind it. So he goes through the freaking glass, stitches everywhere, had to go to the hospital. The wildest freaking trip.
In the end, they ended up in the hospital with Valerans, and thankfully, the late Valerans actually saw the funny side of the whole story.
Me and Boss Root were screwing around, and he ended up.
What do you mean delayed? Is he dead now?
Throwing me through a glass window, and we're drunk as shit. I guess I bit him on the shoulder. I don't remember. We were
And on the topic of Boss Rutin causing trouble in nightclubs, here's the time he took on numerous Swedish bouncers and actually ended up in prison.
Yeah.
If you've ever been someone who goes clubbing, you'll know bouncers have a stereotype for causing fights. Even though they're the ones hired to stop things getting out of control, some bouncers are secretly happy if things get heated.
So a lot of bouncers are, and they're
that they can do something, and I don't
just
know
for the
why.
fight.
Maybe it is because they got more of them, and they think, you know.
Yeah.
So they give you shit. They want to test themselves because they know who you are.
Yes.
Do you find Do you find that because of you have such a reputation? Do you find that like guys get drunk and then they want to test themselves with you? Does that happen?
I had that till that whole bar fight in Sweden happened, and after that, for some reason, I never had it anymore.
Boss was out in a Swedish club, being his naturally extroverted and wild self. But for the people working the door, Boss was just a bit too energetic.
I'm jumping around and having fun, you know. Hey, what's up, everybody? You know, I mean, man, I tried to make friends with everybody. Tried to speak Swedish. You know, and they say, can you come with us? So we go to these two doors, and there's a big fire stairs, like a marble stairs, giant. And he says, well, we want you to leave. I said, why? I said, well, you're too much energy, you're flopping around, it's not good, you're bothering the customers. I said, sure, okay.
He agreed to leave the club, but had one final request that seemed pretty fair. Boss asked the bouncers to go grab the friend he was with and let him know that he'd be outside the venue waiting for him. Being in the 90s without iMessage or texting, it would be really easy to lose your friend on a night out, especially if you were kicked out without them knowing. But the bouncers weren't helpful.
They didn't expect that. they thought I was going to do something, of course. So he pushes me. And I said, now, why would you push me? I said, I want to go. It's okay, you know, I don't want any trouble. And he
Dumbass.
started putting his finger on my chest.
Oh no,
which is
no,
something
no.
I really can't stand.
Oh
right? So
no, no,
I
no,
said,
no,
okay,
no.
don't touch me, because if you do that again, it's going to go wrong.
They
Oh
kept
no, no,
poking
no,
and
no,
prodding
no.
at Rutan until he said, screw this, it's on.
And there I went, boom. And that guy went down. He went down like 1 punch. I've never seen anything. I heard him over the music. I heard that. Yeah, that was the wildest thing ever. And then they had these little microphones, right? So with, I don't know, but fast. It was 5 guys, 4 or 5 guys. And they start fighting. And the guy that I knocked out constantly, because he would wake up.
Boss had knocked out so many bouncers that they were waking up, getting back in the fight, and getting knocked out again. It must have been an
Testicles.
absolute
Oh,
bloodbath.
no.
Of course, the police got called, saw the drama unfolding, and locked Boss up in a local prison for 2 or 3 nights.
Obviously.
And funnily enough, his wife actually thought he was being unfaithful after finding out her partner had disappeared in Sweden.
After 2 days, I get my first phone call. And I'm calling my wife. And she's freaking out. I said, honey, you got to be, okay, relax. I say, I got some good and some bad news. What do you want to hear first? She says, the good news. I say, I didn't fuck 2 Swedish girls. She says the bad news that I'm in jail. You think this is fun? She's going to hate me for this story, because every time she says, you should tell us. You know, it's not funny. I think that's a hell of a story.
But with so many street fight
Oh
stories to
my
this game
God.
that you could write a book, the question has to be asked, just how did Boss Rutan end up this way? There's hundreds, maybe thousands of professional fighters who never get in any altercations whatsoever. Well,
Oh, yeah.
a big part undoubtedly is down to his super extroverted personality
Oh, yeah.
and enjoyment of partying in his youth. But in truth, his origin in not only street fighting, but MMA altogether all stems back to being bullied as a kid.
I was very sick as a kid, so I was bullied a lot. I had a horrible skin disease. I was the leper in school, that's what they called me. And needless to say, you start building an aggression towards these bullies because it went on a daily basis.
Being a skinnier
wanna
kid
meet
with
this
really
guy.
severe eczema, Rutan was one of the first the schoolyard bullies would target. For years, he just accepted it until a Bruce Lee movie inspired him to train and get his revenge.
When I was 12 years old, I saw a Bruce Lee movie, sneaked in, started learning martial arts. Took 2 years actually to convince my parents. But once I did it for 2.5 months, I knocked the first bully out, the biggest one in my school. And that's when I realized, wow,
Yeah!
it's actually pretty easy.
And after knocking out
Hell
the biggest
yeah.
bully in his school, Boss wanted to get payback on everyone who had wronged him. So, like Arya Stark in Game of Thrones, he had a list of every bully he had suffered at the hands of.
Ooh.
That guy bullied me. That guy bullied me. So I started putting down a list, making a list.
Killed
And
Oh.
I went after everybody. Yeah, I went after everybody. Some of them were so sad that I just slapped them with the hand. Because they would say, yeah, I don't even remember what I said. I said, but that's the worst
What do you
thing.
mean you went after them? Like, was it like a Taken thing? Like, did you track them down and then?
No, I know
Right.
what it was. It was just in school. I would wait after school or in the break or whatever. I would say, hey, remember that? Bonk, and I would knock him out.
And having to stop training temporarily after the police knocked on Boss's parents' house to inform them he had broken a kid's nose. This was the origin story, or perhaps the
Damn.
most notorious street fighter in MMA history.
Okay, I think that's a good place to end the stream because fucking hell, I'm in a good mood now. Right. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Oshi.